You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them live. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them live. With your mans in them live. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them live. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them.
Yo. You are now watching Yah Mans and them live. I'm Yah Mans Gus the Third.
I'm your man's Bello.
Yes, sir. I'm your man's Austin Felix.
And I'm your man Shakespeare from a random studio in Brooklyn, New York. This is Yah Mans and them live.
Definitely turning my headphones down.
Yes, sir.
All right. Close up. Let's make this
Supposed to ask for it.
right. I wasn't supposed to ask for it. I forget it.
We're gonna jump right in.
We're gonna jump right into it.
You're not sharp, brother.
Wait, who's in the chat? Who's in the chat right
sharp.
now?
I look sharp.
Listen, if you're in the chat, let yourself be known.
Let yourself be known. Lily, what's good?
Shout out Lily.
And damn, we screaming in the mic.
What's poppin', y'all?
Lily in the chat.
What's
Welcome
poppin'?
one, welcome all.
This is 3.
Welcome one.
Make yourself be known. She says,
not-
and I'm your woman's Lee. Welcome, Lee.
What's good? Sammy J, what's going
What's
on?
going on?
What's going on?
Sammy J, what's
going
up?
on? Yeah.
What we doing?
We
we
back.
doing?
It's another Wednesday.
And we early. We early in the
We
usual.
not doing?
Yeah, take
Oh.
it. Like we gotta get the.
Oh,
the
we
chat.
easing? Oh, I wish I
Yeah.
knew.
We gotta get the chat going. You
All
feel me?
right, all right. The
Chat
chat
going.
here. We got the chat going.
I see Sammy and Lily.
I'm about to say that. I'm about to shout
I mean,
out
while
real
we
quick.
wait, let's talk about top favorite cereal.
Let us know how y'all doing in the chat, by the way.
My top favorite cereal. 5. My top 5 favorite cereals.
5, nigga?
I got top 5 favorite.
Can you do 3?
Right. 5 is
Yeah,
OD.
5 of you.
All right, 3. Top 3.
It's only 5.
All right, top 3. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Crunch Berries, Captain Crunch Crunch Berries, and I'm gonna throw in Honey Smack'ems. That's one of my personal favorites.
I don't know what the fuck a honey smack'em is.
It's
That's
the
the
shit
one
with the
with the frog.
frog. WB.
Oh, those things.
Yeah, it tastes like the milk tastes like coffee. Once you
Shits look
finish
like
the cereal.
roaches.
Welcome
they
to
do.
the W.
You said what?
They look like roaches. Listen, I got
Okay.
Frosted Flakes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Crunch Berries.
5.
You know what?
5. He said 5, no?
No, we
we
just
did
doing
3,
3, bro.
All right, y'all don't gotta yell at me. One person says one thing, another person
Yeah,
says
had
another.
Fruity Pebbles.
Why the fuck I gotta be Fruity Pebbles? First of all,
Special K.
Honeycomb.
Special K fire.
Special K
Definitely
is
top 5.
fire.
Definitely top 5. I'm gonna say honeycombs, Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes,
you do a
Cocoa Puffs.
Don't follow
say,
rules?
Don't say Pops. Anybody who eat Pops, you nasty. I don't
Pops
trust
is
you.
lit. Pops is lit,
back
nigga.
in the
Don't
day.
trust
With a
y'all.
banana. With a banana, Pops is lit.
Yo, what?
Pops is crazy.
Pops was a staple back in the day.
Nah.
You're wildin'.
When my moms couldn't afford the fruity shit, you get the plain shit. You get the Cheerios, you get the Frosted Flakes. Everything made out of corn is what you getting. Kicks, honeycombs.
Yo,
Pops?
I cannot take. Yo, bro, you look so sharp, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yo, round of applause for Shay. I mean, for Gus. I'm sorry.
Don't you dare.
Round of applause for Gus, man. Looking sharp in the.
I got you right here, Gus.
Ladies,
your
get,
time.
ladies,
Gus,
go
this
on,
is your time.
go on,
Wait.
get you one.
You said your cereal?
Nah.
This nigga, you
One
so
second.
rude.
He's rude,
You're
yo.
so rude.
My bad.
Shit,
No,
what's
that's
your
not your
favorite
damn
cereal? What's your favorite cereal, brother?
Captain Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I'm going to go Frosted Flakes for the win.
What's it?
You just a sweet
Same
nigga.
what I said.
Yeah. What?
I wasn't too sure about you since
He
high
licked his
school.
lips.
Since high school, I wasn't too sure about you.
Yo.
All that sweet
Yeah,
cereal.
nobody named a chocolate cereal.
I did Cocoa Puffs.
If I had
Oh,
to
you said
name,
Cocoa
if I had
Puffs?
to name a chocolate cereal, it would be Reese's Puffs.
Ew. Reese's Puffs.
That shit
Disgusting.
fire. It's
Disgusting.
good. Or the Oreo cereal. Oreo O's.
Oh, the diabetic one?
Yeah, the Oreo O's.
Peanut butter crunch. I forgot about that
That's
one.
fire too.
Fuck with
Peanut butter crunch is hard.
Peanut butter crunch is
I'm not
fire.
a fan of peanut butter. So.
Honey bunches of oats is fire. Honey
I
nut
had
checks
honey-
is fire.
You know,
Life.
as you get older too, like there's some of the cereals that like I would avoid as a kid. Now that I'm older, like granola cereal, I'll take that any day. Granola cereal.
Old ass man.
Goddamn toasted almond and vanilla clusters, nigga. That shit hit.
Sammy J said Fruity Pebbles. Lily said Cookie Crisp. And the waffle crisp. Rest in peace.
Oh, waffle crisp was a thing.
Apple Jacks. I hated Apple Jacks. I hated
Word?
Apple Jacks.
like
Apple Jacks wasn't bad.
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks was not bad.
Apple Jacks milk was fire.
Yo, y'all ever warmed up y'all milk before y'all ate y'all cereal?
Nah.
With
Evaporated
Captain
milk?
Crunch?
not Captain Crunch. Frosted Flakes. I did.
Okay. See, at least I'm not the only one. I told that shit to someone the other day, and they were like, what?
warmed
Why
up
would
your
you
milk?
want your cereal to be soggy?
It wasn't soggy. It was just the milk was warm, and then you put your cereal.
That
in
nigga's
there.
trying to go to sleep or
It
something?
gets, yeah, I used to go right to bed.
He said that. As a matter of fact.
You drink the milk? You go right to sleep. Shout out her language in the chat. Rebecca Collin, what's up? She says, hi, Shake. I don't get a hi.
Hey, what's up?
I don't get a hi. Rebecca Collin. Why Shake only get high?
Her language says Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You
Where
definitely
my
just
hug
said
at?
that, right? Was you ever that nigga to say that? Huh? Was you ever
Yeah,
that nigga
yeah,
to
yeah,
say
for sure.
that?
Yeah.
Where my hug at?
Come on, man. Look at
Was
that.
you a where my hug at ass nigga?
I am aware of my hugger ass nigga.
He said, I am.
I am. I still am currently.
Lily says, can't lie, pops with banana slaps. That's a fact.
That is crazy.
That's a fact.
Y'all friends. Y'all must be related or something.
Me and Lily here. We always been here. Sometimes, you know, we get a little rocky, but we usually here.
Pops with bananas.
Yeah.
Do you have something against bananas?
No, I actually eat bananas with my
How often?
Frosted Flakes.
Spell banana.
With Frosted Flakes?
Corn flakes, Frosted
B-A-N-A-N?
Flakes, Special
Corn
K,
flakes.
whatever kind of flakes, nigga. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yo.
All right.
Speaking of bananas.
No. Don't say. I was about to give you your fucking shine. Speaking
Yo,
of bananas.
the camera been on him for too long. Huh?
All right, you ready?
Yeah. I got my close up. Are we ready? How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? You are now watching Yah Mans and Them live. Actually, as a matter of fact, you are now watching Gus the Third and Yah Mans and Them live. Today we're gonna have an amazing show. Stay tuned, stay engaged, and stay with me. Eyes on me. Shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something about haters.
Why your bottom lip quivering? Why that shit? You nervous? Yo.
I ain't gonna lie, my belt tight. It's kind of circulation. It's kind of circulation. I put on a few pounds. It's cool.
What's the special occasion?
I'm going on a speed dating event after this, so I have to look sharp. Ladies, if you single, call me 1-800-GUSD83RD.
Ladies in the chat, if y'all dead ass want to speed date Gus tonight, I'm with it 100%.
Facts, you get on
We could
video.
drop the number in the chat. I would love to sit here and witness this.
I like long walks around the block.
I like long. Hey, yo, what the fuck? I like long walks around the block.
I
like
Pause.
You gotta hurry that up. He said,
Yo,
I
ladies,
like
let us know if you want to
Yeah.
be going to speed dating event with Gus.
Tonight.
We'll set that shit up tonight.
Right now.
Yes.
Live.
Nah, I'm actually a junior pastor. My bad. I got a little congregation to go to after this. All right. Now, a couple episodes ago, I reviewed House Party by LeBron James. The movie, I reviewed it without watching it, and I seen it a couple days ago.
So did I.
And my original statement was, it's probably gonna be trash. But it wasn't trash at all. Like, I actually enjoyed it. It was a good movie. Thumbs up for House Party.
What was good about it? You seen it too, right?
Yeah.
What was good about it? Please let me know.
It was just a fun movie. It was a fun movie. I didn't take it seriously. I enjoyed it. It was a comedy. And I liked that they had certain elements from the old movie, they updated it a little bit, but not too much where it was something completely different.
Right.
Like, I like that.
Right. To me, it was just the fact that it was like one of those movies that it had a lot of stars in it, but it wasn't forced.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a good movie. I enjoyed it actually. I didn't think I was.
Right.
I mean, your boy LeBron was in there cursing up a storm, man. I
Right.
was like, damn.
I was like LeBron James, the N-word, using the N-word too much.
Word.
I don't know why people be surprised
LeBron
when
don't curse?
LeBron curse.
No, I didn't expect it. Like, I know he cursed, but it's like in the movie, it's like a lot of movies you see him in, like, damn, you was just in Space Jam. You was just for the kids. Now look at this.
It's
That's
like
a true
when
actor right there.
It's like when you see Will Smith curse, or when you see Will Smith say nigga. It's like, he say nigga a little different.
That's LeBron. LeBron be on the court saying nigga like,
You hear it?
Yeah, you see it.
Oh, I don't watch basketball. I watch hockey.
hey, they don't do that shit mic'd up though. The NBA ain't gonna play that shit on the
That's a
mic'd up
fact.
shit. They ain't gonna play
And
that.
he be on his gram. He be playing music. He be, you know,
Right.
saying all that shit.
LeBron is a regular nigga.
Who?
LeBron.
I think you said LeBron.
I heard LeBron.
LeBron is a regular nigga.
LeBron is a regular.
Boom, boom, boom. The boom. Speaking of movies, what was your first ever scary movie, like that you ever seen?
That was actually scary.
That was actually scary. Like,
Hills Have Eyes.
Hills Have Eyes.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Nightmare on Elm Street was one of the first scary movies I've seen. And Ghost Ship. Those are the two.
Ghost Ship. That's
Ghost
with
Ship.
Tom Welling. That's the nigga from Smallville.
No, I don't know.
They don't know people.
I
You
just
ever seen
know-
Smallville?
Yeah, I
just
seen
know
it.
he was
Was
scared.
Superman on the Ghost Ship?
I don't remember.
Alrighty then.
But Ghost Ship, that movie was scary. Like, I still see those vivid scenes. That shit was a ghost ship. It was scary. All right, you.
Yeah, you know, I was kind of grown when I seen this too. But Evil Dead kind of creeped me out a little bit. I don't know if you ever seen that. Yeah, Evil Dead, and I want to say Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That shit fucked me up a little bit. I wouldn't say scared, but it was like scared. Like the thought of that shit really happening was kind of like, oh shit.
Oh, Baby Blues. I think Baby Blues was a crazy one. It was the mom. She was killing the kids.
Oh, damn.
It's called Baby Blues.
I never even seen a movie like that.
And word.
Use your Googles.
Like a broken
Let us know in the chat. What's your favorite movies? Sammy J says Exorcist and 13 Ghosts. Oh, remember 13 Ghosts?
No.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
What was that about?
It was about 13 ghosts.
Glad I had my turn.
What was yours?
Yeah, it's called Baby Blues.
What was yours?
I'm tired of you.
What the fuck did I do?
Mariah Carey and Glitter. Worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Scary movie.
It scared me. Nightmare on Elm Street was one for me. What is that other shit?
Nightmare on Elm Street. That's with Freddy, right?
Yeah. Like
Like-
watching it now, like it's not scary, but before it was, I didn't.
That shit's scary.
He joked too much for me to
I
find
mean,
that
you live in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you ain't
crazy.
find much scary.
Yeah.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
What is that?
That's not scary.
I can't.
3, 4.
Oh, when I was younger, what's that movie? The Blair Witch Project. I thought that shit was real because of
Oh, I remember that shit.
the way they recorded it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It looked like VCR. Like, oh,
That was one of the first movies where they did it that style, right?
Yeah.
Where they did it to where it was like POV type of movie.
What was the other one?
There was a couple of them.
You gonna
Afterwards,
get it. You gonna get it, yeah.
there was the ones I know, Chronicle. Oh, there was
I forgot what it's called.
fuck, it's Paranormal Effect.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah. Paranormal Activity. I hated those
the
movies.
first one was
scary.
like,
That
alright.
shit
If you
was
watched
good.
it in the theater, the jump scare was like, alright, cool.
Yeah.
But everything after that was like, alright, nigga. The camera panning, boom. Like I knew he was gonna scare you. Like it's not.
What's that other one with the evil nun?
The Exorcist?
It's not the Exorcist.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
The Nun?
You stupid. He guessed it.
No.
It's a certain name it had. It's not the nun.
The Evil Nun.
Insidious 1 and 2. 3
Those
was a
were
little.
good. Those were good.
But 1 and 2 was good.
Those were good.
If you haven't seen Ghost Ship and you like scary movies, go see Ghost Ship. That movie scared the crap out of me.
It might be the Nun.
Oh,
It might be
probably.
named the Nun.
Yeah, but it was a movie that I saw that she was in where it wasn't called The Nun. It was something else.
This shit.
Yeah, it's that shit.
The Nun. First of the Nun. The Nun.
You know what? Tales from the Hood scared the shit out of me when I was younger.
Yeah.
Tales from the Hood was some creepy
It was
ass
the one
movies.
with the
The
puppets.
puppets, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that shit scared the hell
And
out
with
of
the
me.
devil?
Yeah.
Yo. And Leprechaun. The first Leprechaun was scary as hell too. He bit that little kid finger.
No, I always thought I could like just kick the leprechaun or something.
Sammy J says The Conjuring is what Shake is talking about.
Conjuring, there we go. The Conjuring, there we go.
Thank you.
Stupid.
Thank you, because I was calling it the Nun. That shit says the Nun on Google.
Don't listen to Bello. All right.
B-E-L. Yo, you had a take, an interesting take.
Yes, I do.
Dun, dun, dun. Close up on Shake. Close up on Shake.
Yo, my bad. I was still looking up the pictures from the Nun is the same pictures from the Conjuring. So
Yeah, I just knew that.
somebody fucked up.
No, The Nun is a movie, but
Oh, it is.
I didn't remember her from The Nun. I saw The Conjuring and saw The Nun.
Isn't like The Conjuring connected with something, or like another movie or some shit?
The Nun.
Is it the Nun? Okay. Yeah, makes
think
sense.
so.
Makes sense.
All right.
Closer.
You on? Spotlight on you.
All right, so I feel, and this is no disrespect to the other person involved at all, but I feel that 50 Cent, I feel that Jay-Z doesn't have an album that can compete with 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying. As far as impact goes, I feel like 50 had a bigger impact with Get Rich or Die Trying than Jay-Z did with any of his albums. That is my take. That is my take.
Anybody here gonna argue that?
No, I'm not.
You know, I listened to Blueprint over. I listened to Blueprint 3, which I like Blueprint 3. You said I can't count Watch the Throne.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You can't go
I
watch.
don't think 444 was there.
People that
So-
say the Black Album, but we was listening to the Black Album.
Yeah.
So,
It's
You know, listen, Get Rich or Die Trying is a top tier album. Like it's literally
sure.
it's a top tier album.
it's goated.
Most rappers or artists that you will say better than 50 Cent will probably doesn't even have an album to compete
Facts.
with that.
Right.
So
That's a fact.
that album is top of the line, top tier. So something like that,
Go.
I can support that.
All right, and this is for the Jay-Z stands. I'm not saying he doesn't have classic albums. I'm not saying he's
Yeah.
not lyrical. I'm not saying that.
You're not saying 50's better.
I'm not saying 50 is a better
Disclaimer.
rapper than he is.
Disclaimer.
Maybe a better songwriter.
How?
I could say 50 is a better songwriter.
Yeah.
As far as like actually writing a song, like
A hook.
for a
Nice.
hook and stuff
Yeah.
like that, 50 got it on lock.
50 know how to make a song.
50
know how to
sure
make a
does
song.
know how to make a song.
He know how to make a song.
But Jay can make a song as well.
True.
Not to say that he
and-
can't.
I'm not saying
We
that he
said
can't.
better.
A better. Like
Yeah.
people can't take putting Jay-Z number 2 in anything, which I don't understand why.
I just want to know who's number one.
In what?
He just said people can't take people putting Jay-Z number 2. Who's number one?
My thing is, I'm not saying that Jay-Z is not the top artist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when it comes to certain aspect, Jay-Z don't have it all.
I agree.
And
Yeah, he doesn't have it.
people
all.
can't take putting Jay-Z second in certain aspects.
Jay-Z's a number one on a lot of people's lists. That's
Right.
what he's saying.
Right. However, I think I agree. Get Rich or Die Trying is one of the best hip hop albums of all time. I don't think that a lot of people who are better than 50 have an album touching that.
No.
But I still don't think it puts him in the top 5 list.
Oh no, I wouldn't. As far as album goes, yes. But as far as like lyrically and all that stuff, like
Right.
he's not up there. No, I wouldn't
Oh,
say
yeah,
that.
I could agree. And I would put Jay-Z top 10 though. I mean, 50 top 10 in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll put him top 10.
But-
top 5 is a reach.
Yeah. But Get Rich or Die Trying isn't a lot of albums that's not touching that.
Right.
Yeah,
Like-
from artists that are above him on that list.
Exactly.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like that album alone.
Wait, you think Good Kid, Mad City touching Get Rich or Die Trying?
Ooh.
Let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it because these niggas over here, they love them some Kendrick.
I do love Kendrick. I do love Kendrick.
Good Kid, Mad City is not touching Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm sorry.
But I don't feel you're right. I'll give you that. But I don't feel Jay-Z has an album touching Good Kid, Mad City.
I don't know about that.
I
don't
do.
know about that.
I'm putting Good Kid, Mad
That's-
City over Get Rich or Die Trying.
No, I'm not mad at that
Really?
at all.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I know, because you're do your shit. You're a 50 fan.
Don't.
Don't ever do
You're not
that.
his puppet.
It don't really gotta do it
I don't
like
ever do that.
Nigga said do it.
Nigga said, do it.
it don't really got
Dance,
anything
boy,
to do
dance.
with. To me, with 50, it goes past just the music. The impact that good See?
I get you to do that.
The impact that Get Rich or Die Trying had on the culture.
Yeah.
Like you had niggas telling, like before 50, right? Like it had to be in the news for you to have been shot before you put the album out. Niggas was just willingly saying, yo, I got shot like 6-7 times, and they're putting out their albums. It became cool to get shot.
That's a fact. That was the biggest thing about his story when he first broke. Like, it was the fact that he got shot
9 times.
and lived. He got shot in his jaw. I think the biggest thing that I've seen an artist come through after that is Kanye's accident.
Right.
When he had to get his jaw wired shut. Yeah, and he made Through the Wire. That was that out. Oh, time out.
I was just about
Was
to
that
say-
graduation, right?
No.
I mean College Dropout.
College Dropout.
College Dropout might be a touching.
It's up
50.
there. It's up there.
It might
It's
be up.
there.
It might be.
I'm not gonna put it past Get Rich or Die Trying, but it's up there for
Nah,
one of
it's
those.
definitely- it's definitely up there.
It's definitely up there for one of those. Like when it
Crazy thing
dropped,
is
it
too-
went crazy.
It's two different genres. If you like,
What?
when like types of hip hop. 50 is more. The Get Rich or Die Trying is on some gangster shit. College Dropout ain't on some gangster.
It don't matter.
So
You think
that's
it
what I'm
matters?
saying. Yeah, it definitely matters. Because the
Why?
people who fuck with that gangster shit ain't fucking with the Kanye West shit, even though it was a
We
good
do.
album. Even I'm talking about the ones who just want to listen to the gangster shit. They gonna look at that. All I'm saying is subjective. That's all I'm saying.
All right, let me read some of the chat. Rebecca Collins says, it's a very true take. Lily says, agreed. Lil Wayne is #1. I don't know about that, Lily. Yeah.
That's not a bad take at all.
I don't know about that. Rebecca says, yes, Lily, Jay-Z is the top businessman. He's not the top or #1 artist or lyricist. And Lily says, when did everyone becomes Kendrick stans?
When he came out, he's nice.
I'm a Kendrick fan, but
I mean,
I can say when an artist is good. I can
Right.
say when an artist is my favorite, but I don't necessarily have to say, like, I know Cole is not the greatest rapper of all time, but he's my personal favorite rapper of all
Right.
time. Niggas like you can't do that.
yes, I can. But I could also know when
You think Kendrick better than Hove, don't you?
yes,
In all aspects.
not all,
I guess not business wise.
not business.
Not
wise,
yet.
No.
Take the business shit out.
Take the
I'm about
business
to
shit.
say,
Yeah, take business out.
we talking about
That's
Take
rap.
different.
business
That's
out?
different.
Yeah,
Cause there's niggas who had trash albums who did business moves well.
true. I put Kendrick up there.
Okay.
You? No?
Better than Jay? Nah. In my opinion, no.
Us?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Coming close. Coming. I feel like once Jay-Z like put his arm around you, he know he got competition.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
for
what-
sure. He did it with Wayne. He did it with Drake. He did it with Kendrick.
Did it with 50.
He did it with 50. Yeah, he did it with 50. Although 50 made noise before he put his arm around him.
Oh, that's a fact.
Like 50 came with that heat.
That's a
I'm
fact.
about to tell her what the fuck is 50 Cent.
Then he showed him.
Yeah, 50. He dropped a fucking fire ass album. Like 50 was not. It wasn't about putting your arm around 50. 50 was coming regardless whether or not you was putting your arm around him. That's another thing that makes him one of the greatest of all
Right.
time. It's the way he came into the
His
game.
yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
He was a dog from the beginning.
Yeah, that nigga was like nobody wanted to. He came with that energy. Like you're not fucking with me, and if you do, I'm gonna shoot you.
50's right. 50's like the only person I know made it like guys, girls, everybody want to be G Unit.
Yeah, no, that's a
He
fact.
made everybody-
That's a fact.
People-
Sneakers,
video
the
games.
beaters, the do rags.
sneakers.
Niggas was doing arms at the gym only all
Word.
week.
Right.
People talk
Wear them
business,
tank
but they
tops.
ain't talk.
Word.
50 a businessman too.
Businessman too.
That's a fact.
Vitamin
Yeah,
50
vitamin
is a
water.
businessman too.
Yep,
Word.
yep.
Formula
Shit,
50.
what he doing with stars right now?
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Shit. He coming up. Hey, he paving his own way.
Way to make Queens proud,
That's a fact.
especially the South Side.
You ain't lying.
Thank you, 50. Thank
Shoot.
you.
I got a question for you. I was pondering the other day. I was like, how would I feel if I found out I was number 2 or 3 on my significant other's list? Like if she settled for me, like how would I feel? And I was like, I gotta ask the guys this. So I'm asking y'all, how would you feel if you found out that your girl settled for you?
Question.
Question.
How far into a relationship am I finding this out?
2 years in.
Shit.
That she settled for me.
Settled for you. She love you and all that, but she settled for you. You wasn't number one.
How would you know that? You just find out?
Just find out.
You just find out?
That
You
doesn't.
just read between the lines and you like, So
if
around the time we was dating, you was just pondering, like, first person you was trying to get didn't work.
I
Second
think that's
person,
I don't think that's a good thing to like.
I can't
to
get
be
over
hung
the
up.
fact that he looks like a sports anchor right now. And I'm just waiting for the scores.
All right, Bob.
Take it away.
answer it.
I don't think that's a smart thing to get hung up on, because if you've been with any girl and she had someone before you, and let's say he broke up with her, you automatically are not her first choice.
Rebound.
Right? Not
They
rebound.
always say- I feel like they always have options.
Yeah.
So it's like you lucky kind of type thing.
What?
Like not looking at it like oh she picked me, now I'm sad that she picked me, although she had other options.
I guess my main question is, what does she feel like she could do better? That's the main thing I'm asking.
Huh?
What if she feels like she could do better?
Then do better.
Word.
Like, what if she gives you that energy?
Then she should be out.
Yeah, do better.
Yeah,
Like,
but if you feel like your girl's like, I think I could do better,
do better.
Bitch,
she ain't
get the
your girl.
fuck out of here.
Get up out of there.
Right.
What the fuck?
Wait, so you telling me 2 years in?
If you second guessing our relationship and you
Yeah.
don't think that I'm the one for you, you could go. I could go. Like,
Nah, she's not giving you that. She's not going to directly say that to you. This is you in your head.
Is it
You
true or not true?
observing- You don't know.
Wait, then I'm
You're
not-
thinking about
Don't
it.
project
I
your
won't-
shit
no,
on
no,
me,
no.
all right,
Nah,
Gus?
this is nigga. I'm a single man. Hey, listen, ladies. Let me tell y'all something.
I think that's an insecurity thing. If you a guy, you should feel like she wants to be with me because I'm that nigga. Like I'm the person that like you should
Exactly.
value yourself enough to not think like that.
Yeah, you don't think that way until you
Now, if she
hear
shows
shit.
you something, or
and
if
she shows you,
okay,
it
that's
slips
different.
Out. That's
if
what I'm
something
talking
slips
about.
out, then she could go.
So you breaking up with it?
yes.
Yeah.
Cancel it.
Because the fact of the matter is, I'm not going to sit around and have you pondering like, oh, maybe that next guy is doing this better than. Nah, if you couldn't go find better, go find better. God bless you.
And you ain't gonna find no better
Right.
anyway.
Because you know what always happens? I'll tell you what always happens.
You ain't gonna find another me.
Okay. Like they end up leaving for better, right? And bumping the worst. I see it happen all the time. You bump in the worst, and then you realize, oh, I should have never. You're gone.
Don't go back. Don't go back.
Sometimes what you think is better is not always better.
Right.
So sometimes, even though this person has more than your boyfriend, more money, or he has more status, he has more this and that, that don't necessarily mean that you'll be a better fit with that person.
Absolutely.
So love yours, as J. Cole would
Love
say.
yours.
Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours.
No such thing. No such thing.
And that's in the words of Kendrick.
Love yours.
Fuck! Can we bring up my favorite rapper without having to bring up your favorite rapper one time? Please.
It's gonna be all right.
Isaiah said, nah, Shake. That was just Queens. Everybody wanted to be G-Unit. But NYC as a whole, everybody wanted to be Dipset.
Zay, shut up.
He got a point though. I'm not gonna lie. He got a point.
Shut up.
Dipset was like New York image.
Nigga,
For a while,
people
for a long
in
while.
Sri Lanka. I remember seeing the video on MTV. They was like, who is this? 50 Cent. And everybody wanted to be G-Unit.
Right.
Everybody wanted to
I
be
mean,
G-Unit.
but the Dipset run came after G-Unit.
Right. The Dipset,
Yeah.
but the Dipset run was amazing.
Yeah.
But don't come in here with your
Your rigmarole.
yeah, your rigor mortis.
Let us know in the chat. How would y'all handle that situation? I don't even remember the situation.
You don't have to say that.
Like,
That's podcasting 101. You got to fake it till you make it.
Nigga, you don't get a suit and start telling me what to do, all right?
Nigga, I've been telling you what to do, nigga.
This nigga look like
Yeah.
a supervisor.
nigga like a shiesty
Hey,
manager.
everybody, y'all better pay up. All right? Rent is due after this.
Where you living?
Huh?
Where you gonna live?
Manhattan, nigga. What you talking about, nigga? Manhattan.
They gonna take our rent money and run.
All right.
Talk
You
about
look like a
Manhattan.
snake oil salesman. Like a dirty car salesman.
Like you sell boat insurance.
Yeah, this is what happens as a black man when you try to
That boat.
a boat salesman.
Look at Austin. He jealous because he don't got a suit on.
All right, he got white out on his head.
What the fuck? What
How
are you
are you
talking
playing
about?
both sides?
Right.
He got shot. Look at his. Look at his.
See,
hoodie.
this is what we mean by toxic.
Rebecca Cullum says, "Just stay single." Rebecca Cullum, you single? Why you say just stay single? What are the benefits of staying single?
I'm glad we're talking about this.
And Rebecca says,
Do you remember the situation?
She also says, "Do y'all think Kanye is better than Jay-Z?"
I like Kanye's music more.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I wouldn't say better. I wouldn't say better as like as a lyricist or anything because we know Kanye has ghostwriters. But as far as making better music, yeah.
shoot.
Yeah, I can say that.
Yo, I wanted to ask you guys this. How do you make sure you have a good first date? How do you set that up? Like, give the fellas some ideas on how to have a good first date.
Well, one, I feel like it starts from the conversation, like finding out, little things that she likes.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Maybe,
So you paying attention.
you got to.
All right, keep going.
Well, depends on the female involved or the woman involved.
Okay.
But if you're invested, I would say, it costs to pay attention because she gonna drop gems here and there, like.
Now let me paint the picture. The scenario is this:
Right.
you doing your thing on the block. She walks by.
What do you mean on the block? What am I
On the
doing?
block. You on the block. Let's keep moving forward.
All right.
You on the block. You know what I'm saying? You handing out pamphlets, for people to come to your church. You see her. You like, damn, that's a fine looking young lady.
I thought it was a
All
drug
right,
dealer.
Now, all right, let me keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You like, hey, I ain't got that much time. Let me get your number. You see what you like. You get the number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get the number. You hit her up. You like, hey, what you doing tonight? She like, nothing. She's like, all right, let me take you out. She says, okay. What do you do now?
Oh.
How do you know where to go? What are you going to do? Come on.
There's not a lot of conversation leading up to
Yes.
knowing what you're gonna do.
yeah.
So
I
you
coulda
want to
just
do
said that.
something safe. You want to. You painted the picture.
Yeah.
You want
So that curveball you're throwing there.
So you want to pick something safe,
Right.
or you go all out. Sometimes it could be like, she did not like this at all, right? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
don't do nothing too active.
Yeah.
Nothing too like,
So Area 53 isn't the way to go.
probably not.
Yeah, where, yeah, don't
So
go
basically, it's like basically a jungle gym for adults.
there. What's up, Joe?
Zip
been there?
lines,
Yeah, all that.
trampolines.
Rock climbing.
So I would say
Yeah, don't
I would
do that.
say music and food is a safe bet.
So you would go to like a lounge or a restaurant?
Yeah, yeah. Something chill, or maybe something like interactive to the point where it's like, all right, a sip and paint, or
First date?
why not?
Damn, you gotta book that in advance. What you talking about?
You can find a sip and paint.
You can.
Yes, you can.
I've tried. I've tried. You gotta make an appointment.
And failed, my brother.
You gotta make an appointment for them sipping paints.
What you
First date?
doing?
First
Me?
date.
Yeah, what you doing?
Same scenario.
Let me think about it.
Gay
Same
bar.
What you
scenario.
doing?
I
Let
just
me
said
think about
something safe.
like what?
That's not an answer.
Like what? What you got?
Dinner.
Dinner.
Dinner?
Dinner.
That is safe as hell.
It's very safe. And you get to sit down and talk. You don't even have to do. I don't know. I feel like a bar or lounge is not that safe.
Yeah, because it could be loud and all that.
What is your definition of safe?
Safe is you can't go wrong with getting something to eat.
I thought you was gonna say something else.
Yeah, but you looking to
some.
have like conversation. Like you looking to
Right.
Get to know
connect
them
or
more.
whatever, right?
Right.
Like how you doing that at a lounge? I don't know. How you do that at a bar? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that changes the perspective. The environment changes the perspective. So play it safe. Go get coffee. Go do like a little lunch or brunch or some shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. Do a dinner.
You go to an open mic
I was
or a comedy club.
Now, what if
It's all trash. What if all the acts are trash? Bad date.
some people are not interested in going to a comedy show?
Sometimes, like things that are trash make good conversation. Like, say you go see a bad movie,
Yo, how trash was that show, huh?
right?
Why did we?
I don't like the movies as a first date.
Yeah, me neither.
I like
mean,
that. You
I
can
just
throw
brought
that
up a
in
bad
there.
movie as an
I know.
example, but
No, I'm just saying, like, out loud.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to a movie. First date.
As a first date, I just don't think the movies is the vibe.
Yeah, nah, me neither.
Honestly, I agree with you, but then I don't at the same time. I think that it's a last resort. It's a good last resort.
It depends on who
Like
you with, though.
say for instance, like, okay, I like, yo, what you gotta do in the morning? She says nothing, I'm free. Like, she off tomorrow. That means like, okay, we could watch a movie around 11 o'clock. Boom. Now between 11 o'clock and whenever we eat, I got other things I could throw in there. You know what I'm saying? But I got a movie. You know what I'm saying? That just,
No.
nail in the coffin.
No.
They say if you they say if you want.
Especially if it's a movie I want to see. I don't give a damn.
They-
We
well,
see
no,
that
no, no.
movie.
You gonna be trying to talk to, looking at you, and Gus gonna be like,
They say if you want to know if a girl's really feeling you,
You finger in the movie?
what are you agreeing for? What why are you agreeing? He said, no, Spider-Man. I was gonna say they say you should invite her for breakfast. No, listen.
I gotta cook for her?
Does this nigga listen?
I think I know where he's going with this.
They say if she's willing to get up for you, get ready for you, that shows her interest.
If she's willing to get up and get ready?
That's the thing. If you're taking her out for breakfast, right, and she's willing to get
Oh,
up,
wake
in the
up in the
morning,
morning?
wake
Got
up
you.
in the morning, and go out for breakfast, it shows a sign of interest.
I can see
And then
that.
that opens the door for breakfast was really good. Let's hang out a little bit more throughout
Right,
the day.
I'm gonna go with that.
Right.
I like a
go with
long
that.
date. I like a long date. Like
Like a whole day date? Yeah, I fuck
you
with
ever
that.
been on
All
a
day
breakfast,
date.
like first
I
date
have,
for
yeah.
So
breakfast?
you out on the finger, huh?
Yeah, no, I'll pass on the finger.
You went on a first date for breakfast before.
I have gone on the first date for breakfast before, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How did that go?
IHOP.
IHOP be the spot though.
Hey.
IHOP be the spot.
It is
It
what it
never
is.
fails.
Save
It
you
never
some money.
fails.
But
All
we
right,
didn't hang out
Destiny.
the whole day, though.
All right,
It's something
Destiny.
about them flapjacks.
We didn't hang out the whole day. But
I
I
feel
would
like going
say,
on a first date at IHOP is the same as going to McDonald's.
No,
fuck-
No, it's not.
Are you kidding me?
I'm saying
that?
that.
You
What?
You bougie.
What?
I'm saying you got to do better. Yo,
McDonald's.
get your mans.
McDonald's,
not
Mickey
my
D's, nigga.
First of all-
that rubber ass egg and them fucking.
Now you doing too much about
You
McDonald's
could get a
breakfast.
fresh egg
I
at McDonald's.
McDonald's.
IHOP.
McDonald's.
McDonald's breakfast.
I don't go to McDonald's.
McDonald's breakfast is a staple in the black community.
Yo,
No.
It's not hip. It's not IHOP
The
though.
McGriddle is good. I'll do a McGriddle, but egg from McDonald's, that rubber ass plastic.
You
egg,
gotta request
you
the
throw
real
it in,
eggs.
You gonna bounce that shit like a basketball. How rubber that egg is.
Not IHOP. Ladies in the chat, first date for IHOP?
Sammy,
Is that a yay or nay? Please tell me, yay or nay. First date in
it's
IHOP.
breakfast. You know you're gonna get good breakfast from IHOP.
Kyrie Class says, why is Gus dressed like an informant?
stay on us. Stay on us.
Lily says, not an informant. Sammy J says something safe. Dinner, movie, bowling. Bowling's a good for you. Love bowling.
I love bowling.
You love bowling. But
See,
Gus
I
gonna
gotta
try
be
and beat
careful.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah, he competitive.
Yeah.
Hey, first date, they tight. Like, this nigga had 200 points. I had 38.
Word.
Nah,
Yo,
yeah,
you
listen.
trash.
Yo, the girl gonna look at
Yo,
us
you
fucking
trash.
trash
The whole time.
The girl
the
gonna
thing
look at us like, why are you sweating?
No, hey, shit. And the thing is, some women don't like losing.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And they be trying.
and
They be trying to
they
hide
low-key
it.
competitive
yeah,
too.
Right,
yeah.
right.
They be
low-key
trying to hide that
competitive,
shit. They be trying to hide
Shit,
that
you
shit.
wind up losing, you lost everything. You lost your wife, you lost.
Your future wife. Lily says you don't get to talk or maybe dinner and a movie, so you have time to connect. Dinner and a movie, you can't. I don't think you can lose with dinner and a movie.
No.
Yeah, you can't fail.
Depends on where you go for dinner though.
True.
All right. I would say
Hold
like
on, let me read this last
All
one.
right, cool.
Rebecca Cullum says, single,
Come here,
yes,
Shai.
y'all don't have friends with relationships. Just listen to them talk, male and friend alike. It's crazy out there. It's not worth the stress. Emotional maturity is at an all-time low. Okay.
I'm gonna say this: is if it's
Male
a
and
nice,
female alike. You fucked me up.
That's what he said.
You said
That's,
male and friend. I'm like, wait, what?
that's what she said, male and friend?
Male and female.
My bad. My bad. I'm gonna get it together. Okay. All right. Sammy J says, "What are you on today, Drew? The fuck? My bad. I'm gonna get it together.
cocaine.
Booger sugar.
I'm gonna say this though.
Because I laughed. Yo, this nigga, I hate you. Go ahead.
I feel like
How you getting home?
I feel like for the first date, I like to do walks around the city. If we in New York, we walking around the city.
a date near the water ain't bad either.
It depends on
I've done that before.
yeah,
I've
depending
done
on
park days,
Yeah.
city days.
My spot, the skyline.
the skyline.
You cannot go wrong with the skyline. You
skyline.
get dinner. I'm gonna put y'all young boys on. Let me tell y'all
Close
real
up,
quick.
close up.
The
You
skyline?
you could do,
The high line.
you could do.
High line.
Wait, hold on.
No, is it the high line? I'm tripping. All right, Mr. Architecture.
The highlight.
The high line. My fault. That's what I meant to say. The high line.
Hey, I corrected him. I corrected him.
Nah, listen.
The highlight.
Look at the sky.
If you go to the high line, you could walk the high line, right? Mm-hmm. I'm giving y'all my secrets. I only done this one time. Well, maybe one time.
So what are the secret?
Well, I've done the High Line many times, but what I'm about to say, I've done it once. So you walk the High Line, right? Mm-hmm. You walk. You got nice little trees, nice views. There's nice paintings on the wall and shit. You get to the end, lights. You get to the end. You see the view of the sky and the water and all the boats. And then if you go a little bit further down, there's a restaurant called what is it called?
Chalet Boutte.
It's a restaurant with a boat. It's on a boat. Don't listen to these niggas. It's a restaurant on a boat. I forgot the name of it, but I'll get back to you. And it's not too far from the High Line. It has a beautiful view of the water. They got boats and shit. You're going to have a great time.
Is it the end of the High Line or the beginning or in the middle? Because the High Line is like fucking 30 blocks.
It's towards the end, I believe.
So a little bit by 34.
I think it's called the Frying Pan. I want to say it's called the Frying Pan.
On a boat.
On a boat. Yeah. Yeah. And last time it was closed, so just check to see if it's open. Nah. And if you get you some cheeks, cash at me $20.
What in the tricking? The prostitution is going on. Bellow the pimp.
Now you the pimp.
No, I'm not.
You the pimp in the suit.
You better shut your ass up.
Yo, why I jump? That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out everybody in the chat.
But y'all agree, like walks, like anywhere where you can walk, good scenery, good aesthetic, where you can just look, talk.
But you know, it's a good spot in the city. My fault. Good spot in the city is the tram. Going the tram to Roosevelt Island.
The what?
The tram to Roosevelt Island.
That's good.
That's a good date. That's a good date spot.
A lot of people don't even know that's there or know how to get on the tram.
Let me write this.
It goes past Queens and all that.
Yeah.
It shows you around. It's pretty nice.
The tram to Roosevelt Island.
The tram. Yeah. What other date spots y'all got?
I ain't gonna lie.
You know what the tram is, right?
There's a boat.
No.
This nigga.
You talking about the shit that go on the wire? And
Yes, we
go
went to
across?
school 2 blocks away from the tram.
Oh, okay.
The big ass red box that floats across.
I ain't never been on that.
Ain't nobody was walking
I ain't
around
never
high
been on
school
that.
sightseeing
Nigga,
and
you
shit.
have.
For what?
Yeah, I was jumping people.
When we used to go to Roosevelt Island and play football.
Nigga, I wasn't playing football.
Oh, you was a bitch.
I was. Shit, nigga, I'm protecting my bones. That's why y'all niggas are stupid now.
Well,
Yeah,
the tram
he right.
is a good experience.
And
A lot of
do they
people don't know
serve
it's
food
there.
on the tram?
No, nigga, it's the fucking Metro card swipe.
Yeah,
So you just
I ain't
go
never
on the
been
tram
that.
just to go?
Yeah, and then you at Roosevelt Island.
I only work
you
with
can
girls
walk
who
the
not from New York.
island. You can walk the island along the water. You got a nice view of the city right there.
Roosevelt Island is a nice place, yeah.
Yeah.
It is nice.
Rebecca says, I like batting cage or golfing, especially on a beautiful spring summer day.
She also said poetry clubs.
Poetry clubs.
Yes, yes.
That's
close
why I
up
said
on me.
open. That's why I
As
said open
the-
mics.
As the sky is green and blue. Show it. Let me stop.
I'll be
Lily
sitting
says-
on my date like this.
Be like, as the world turns, I know that I yearn for you.
I remember the time I went to a open mic shit. It was I went with my ex or whatever like that. And the whole time it was just women going up just talking about toxic ass niggas. And I was just like,
He hurt me, but he could not break me.
it was like a man bashing, what you call it. And I was
Came
like,
into my
damn.
world,
You ain't
but he
stand up for
could
us?
not shake me.
Huh?
I said, you ain't stand up for us?
Nigga, I was in the back, nigga. Like, I felt like I was about to get jumped. He's
ready,
right
Shake?
behind you.
We got
Next
open mic
to the
with
bar.
Shake. Open mic with Shake right now.
What was that? What was
You
that?
all right?
This nigga's stupid.
Go ahead.
Hey, girl, do you know that I love you? Hey, girl, do you know that I trust you? But I won't rush you. Love, a 4-letter word. L is for your long legs. O is for the boom, boom, boom. Excitement that you give me. V is the value that you bring to me. E is for the ecstasy I will take you to. What's 2 times 2? 4. And you the one that I adore. I want to take you to a store and buy you more galore. I want to wife you because you ain't no whore. Love.
So they was talking shit about niggas like Shake.
Lily says, "Wow, I want to go on a date."
First date, Lily. What's the
What's your expectations for the first date? What you want to do?
What you trying to do?
Shoot. Can we talk?
And she also says, "I need to do these things. I'm not a true New Yorker." Honestly, a lot of New Yorkers don't do a lot of shit that other people do. Like,
The city is a whole nother world.
it's
That's
a whole
a fact.
nother
It's a
world.
whole nother
And
world.
people literally come from other countries and other cities just to explore
Times Square
New
and
York.
all
We,
that.
we just know our boroughs.
I was in Tribeca not too long ago.
You swear now?
Tribeca?
Okay.
Hell's Kitchen. All right, let's get into
Go outside, Drew.
our next segment called News on the Scroll. News on the Scroll is when we see news and other things on the scroll that we would like to share with you guys and hear your opinion as we express ours. Let's get into the bag.
really look like a news.
Back to you, Shake.
Thanks, Gus.
Gus, you got to introduce it right there. Go ahead.
You are now tuned to News on the Scroll. News on the Scroll is a segment we participate in where we share news on the scroll. Can I get a witness, my brothers and sisters?
That's not what the teleprompter say.
It don't? Let me read it. All right, move on. All right, nigga. Oh,
What's the
shit.
topic, nigga?
You're right. First thing first. Damn.
I eat your brains.
And then I'm gonna-
start rocking gold teeth and chains.
Because that's what a motherfucking monster do.
All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is Shannon Sharpe and his sharp hands on Kenya Burris.
Candy?
Candy Burris. I thought it was Kenya Burris.
Who is she?
She was on the singing group, called
Escape.
That's the one with Tiny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, so there's a picture right now,
I was
Or-
about to say something else. Whew.
or a video going around that's a little viral. It's of Shannon Sharpe and Candy together taking pictures. But
Damn, she fine
the
as
place,
hell.
the placement
Of the hand.
of Sharpe's hand
Right?
is what's in question. Now I want to ask you guys: do you see anything inappropriate in the picture?
I'm going to say this. As a guy, when you give a girl a hug, you know exactly where you're putting your hand.
That's a fact.
You know when you want to put your hand a little lower, if you want to put your hand a little higher, you know exactly where you're putting your hands.
Yep.
So answer the question.
It's always intention behind where you place your hands. Always.
Answer the question.
He put his hand in a spot that he was trying to show a little more, he's a little more lower than with a normal hug.
He's tall though.
Yeah, he's tall. You see why?
Come on, he's tall.
So why not the shoulders and or the arms?
Who hugs on the shoulders?
Yeah, she all dressed up. Like, come on, that's not really.
That nigga hand is spread.
Yeah.
He could have cupped it.
If you really look at it, it's not on the ass.
It's not on the ass.
It's not on the ass
but,
at all.
but that's still.
But listen, hugging a girl and touching her waist area,
It's intimate.
That's intentional.
Yeah.
That's intimate. Like
Yep.
a girl, if you hug a girl and you hug her waist from her waist, she knows you hugged her from her waist.
Yep.
Because she knows that's an intentional spot. You don't have to touch her ass, but the waist is.
But sometimes, all right, there is hug placement protocol, okay? When the hug go high, I don't got a choice but to go low.
Yeah, that type of hug.
Yeah.
Now,
Right, but this is a photo where he's in the picture and his hand placement is...
sometimes, no, hold on. Let's not even elaborate yet.
Yeah. I want to make
Is
sure
it-
we're getting a point across here.
Yo,
Is it inappropropriate?
That
if that's your shorty,
she looks uncomfortable, and
that's
I
your shorty.
think it is inappropriate.
Wait, how? I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna pause. I'm not even gonna lie. How could you tell she's uncomfortable?
Well, I was watching the video,
Mm-hmm.
and she put her hand, like the way she was putting her hand was so he don't put his hand lower.
yeah.
Nah,
That's what I saw.
I could see
I
that.
think her hand. She put her hand there just to figure out where she's gonna put her hand at. I
the
didn't
picture?
think. Yeah, I didn't think it was because it was low.
I think I agree with Austin. I think she did it. She was a little bit.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think so. She's married, right?
Why you trying to make my man Shannon Sharpe look like a nasty man?
I don't think he's a nasty
Nah,
man. I
some
think he's a
niggas
regular
just hug-
guy.
some
Some
niggas
niggas
just
just don't
hug-
understand
hug
boundaries.
waist, yeah.
Yeah, they don't understand. Like, let me not.
So y'all both saying it's inappropriate.
I think if
think
that's
so.
my shorty and a nigga got his hand around her waist like that, that's inappropriate. Ain't nobody put their hands around my shorty waist like
But
that.
my thing is,
Nobody.
He's a tall dude, right? A tall guy. So where her waist is, he most likely got long arms. So where her waist is,
Shake.
she's more voluptuous.
You see my arm? You see how it bends? Let me show you something. No homo.
That's good.
I was
That's
just
why I
about to get
said
into
it's
that.
intentional. If he's gonna hug her and
Yeah.
put his arm around her, he knew.
But
he
people
was
take
putting his
pictures
hand
like
around
that
her
all the
waist.
time, bro. Like,
I can say me personally, like, let me answer. This is it's like 50-50. 50% inappropriate, 50% we don't know what their relationship is.
I don't think it
So-
was intentional. I don't think it was like
I don't know if it was intentional.
I don't
That's
know
not
either.
what I'm arguing.
Yeah, we
But,
saying, is it appropriate
Is
or
it
not?
inappropriate or not? I would say it's inappropriate.
I mean, if he didn't have any intention behind it, I won't see that. I won't deem it as inappropriate. That's
Do
what
you
I'm saying.
when you hug a girl, any girl, you're conscious of where you put your hand,
Yeah.
and you can't tell me that you're not. If you are,
It's not like my
if you
eyes is
find
closed.
her, if you find her attractive, if you want to make a move on her, if you want to be intimate with her, you're gonna put your hand lower, right? If you want no parts of her and you don't even want to give her a hug at all, you're going, you're not going to put your hand down there. It's the same way when motherfuckers niggas move to the club and there's a baddie in the way, niggas touch her waist to move over. You can't tell me none of y'all never did that. If y'all didn't,
Wait, say
that's
it again.
crazy.
Say that again.
Now you on your own, creep.
Y'all never did that?
What? Say what? What?
In a club, you trying to get through the club.
Yeah.
It's a girl in your way.
Yeah.
You touch her waist to move her over.
That's sexual harassment.
That's not sexual harassment.
That is sexual harassment.
Yeah, I ain't never did that, bro.
Y'all niggas is lying.
I ain't never did that.
Austin hates being on his own.
Bro,
I'll be like, move.
I don't like when niggas be lying. I don't like when niggas lie. That's
Nah, I've definitely put my hand on the lower,
I don't like
back,
niggas
on the
lying.
lower back,
On the
over to
low-
the side.
yeah, on the
I've
lower
done it,
back,
Austin. All right,
niggas
I've
be
done it.
lying.
I've
but
done
you
it.
made it seem like you grabbed both ways. Like,
I'm
Whisper her
move
in.
her. You just move her.
Yeah, word. So, yeah, it could get real creepy
hold
real
on,
fast.
hold on.
Harassment if you don't put your hand, you move her like that.
That's actually not sexual harassment.
Okay. Next.
I was gonna say this.
Rebecca Collins says he's huge. All right, Rebecca, relax.
Ladies, do y'all find it inappropriate? Let us know. If a guy that you don't know, or a guy that's like more like business profession, like, it's a business situation, would you feel uncomfortable if a guy did that to you, or would you like, okay, it's just a hug? Would you let it slide? Me
Shout-
personally,
Can we have a lady call in?
yeah. Me personally, when I'm hugging, I would put my hand on top of the upper back. Boom.
On top of the upper back, nigga, that's her neck.
That's a neck.
Bro, on top of the
That's
upper
upper
back
back.
is her neck.
No, it's not.
On top of the upper back,
No.
that's her neck. This your upper back. This on top of your upper back, nigga. That's your neck.
Well,
Pause.
back.
On top of her lower back.
Mid back.
Mid back is fine. Mid
Mid-back.
back is
Mid-back.
fine.
yeah.
Mid back is fine.
Mid back. My bad.
Mid back.
Mid
On
back is
top
fine.
of your upper back. She got a lot of back.
Lily says, I think it's inappropriate, but I don't think he intentionally tried to make a pass.
right.
Lily also says, knowing him and picturing how it happened, things like that happen all the time when you move in to take a pic with someone. She says, now, if he pulled her in closer, that's a different story. I agree with that.
Right.
Shout out Lauren in the chat. Lauren says, guys definitely do that in the club. LOL. She agreeing with you, Austin. And Sammy J says, if I'm touched on small of my back, I already know what type of time you on. Smiley face. And Lily says, let me call in. Call in, Lily.
All right, we gotta drop the number in order.
Sammy J also says he could have put his hand on her shoulder at least. Her shoulder's kind of crazy.
Word.
Shoulder
I
look
say
like
back. The back.
Yeah, you could do the back.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, I got to think about that.
You can do the back.
If you pass me in the club, do not put your hand. As a dude, don't put your hand on my lower back. I feel some type of way
Yeah,
about that.
I
I
feel
don't.
mad uncomfortable.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
How you
bro-
think?
Yo,
How
I
you
feel
think they
mad
feel?
uncomfortable.
How you think they feel? The girls.
That's a good question.
That's how they feel.
I don't touch a women's lower back.
Okay. You never touch a woman's lower back?
That you
a
didn't
woman,
know?
a woman that I didn't know?
Yeah, that you didn't know.
No.
Oh, you never been at the club? You was macking with a girl, and then as you macking, you touch on the lower back?
Yeah. You got to break that touch barrier somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, after she broke it first.
Oh, you let her break the touch barrier first?
Yeah.
Well, you got to be brave. You got to be like, hey, you stupid.
Wait, I forgot. I forgot. Yo, we gotta go out this summer.
That's a fact.
I need to see you in action.
That's a fact.
I need to see you in action.
Shay, come on, man.
For real. Because the way you talk, you kind of talk like you know, and some girl just come in and she start dancing.
Word.
The fuck is going on over here?
I don't know.
You start dancing and shit. Like you don't seem like you really put in effort. Like you are, I let them come to me type of nigga. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Right?
No. He said it himself.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't
Yeah,
try.
that's- he
But
definitely-
you've been there when it's happened before.
Well, the Dirty Mac.
You've been there when it, not well,
He always say I'm dirty macking when you know what I'm saying. Shit. When I
you-
be
Yeah,
trying to help him out. That'd be the thing though.
But you've been there before when like we was just dancing, having a good time, and they
Yeah.
just flop.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, Flock. Come on, now you putting some sauce on it.
Nigga said flock.
Flock. That
They
sound
be
like a
flocking
lie.
shake.
Nigga, I was trying to big you up, you dumbass.
They be flocking?
You
look
said
what you-
nah. You was trying to big yourself
No,
up.
I wasn't.
Nigga, you said
I
what?
said we.
No, you said you. You
Don't
talking
say
about
nigga
you.
when
I
in the
said
suit.
we, bro.
You can't say nigga in the suit.
Word, you can't say nigga in the suit.
Come on, Negro. Come on.
Come on, my brother. Nah, but we really need to go out because I forgot. I don't know what it's like to see you in action. I don't think I've ever actually like seen you like.
Word. I see
feel
you in
me?
action.
I'm not too good, am I?
Nigga, I wasn't paying attention.
So how you see me?
I seen you. Like
I ain't have
the
no-
initial part
listen,
of it.
I didn't have
this
no
nigga got
action,
shorty on the
man.
wall like this.
There is no.
You
I saw him at the wedding.
I'm telling you now.
Yo,
This nigga crazy at a wedding.
yo.
I'm telling you now. There is no action. I just go out and have a good time.
All right, but when it comes to getting a girl, Shake, when it comes to seeing a girl that you like, what do you do? If you see a girl across the room, you like, damn, she look good. What are you gonna do?
Dance battle her. Dance battle her.
I think we really want to know.
Huh?
You really want to know.
Austin, what you did in your glory days?
Nothing.
And not, to be honest with you, he didn't.
Wait,
really,
you knew?
He didn't really hang out with me. Back in
That's
those
fucked
days.
up.
Yeah.
Safe.
That's fucked
He
up.
didn't really hang out with me. When he was going outside, he never hit me up.
Shout out Reggie Porter in the chat.
You're
His Metro PCS wasn't working though.
Metro PP. Wait, is it because you had the friends that you go out with and you had the friends that you know you just hang out with sometimes? Was Gus not a part of the go out get lit friends?
We went out and got lit before. Plenty of times.
That's not what I asked you. Was Gus a part of the go out and get lit friends?
Answer the question.
I mean, if he
I
went,
went
if
out
he
and
went
got
out
lit
got
with
lit
anybody.
if he went
he
out,
was a
Anybody?
hoe.
He was
He was with every friend group.
I would go out and get, if I went out with y'all and get lit, or I go with these friends get lit, it don't matter.
Okay. All right, cool. You're not like Shake going to Cancun with some friends and
oh
don't
my
come out with us.
God,
Yeah, not
bro.
Mr. Mexico over here.
Reggie Porter, you know. You've been out with Shake before. Let us know in the chat. Reggie Porter says, nah, I got
He
the
said,
tea
"Send me
on
$5
Shake.
for
Send
the
me
scoop."
$5 for the scoop. You done lost me, brother. I don't got $5 for you. I'm sorry.
Shoot.
Reggie don't know shit.
He out with you a lot.
Everybody don't know shit. He knows shit.
Reggie, you want to
knows
call
something.
in?
Reggie don't
He
know.
knows
Nah,
shit.
Lily
something.
said she wanted to call in.
Oh, you put the number in there for her?
All right.
Wait, what she was calling in for?
We done
Oh, the
went
hug
way past
situation.
that topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now drop a number.
Lily Gus forgot about you.
I did not forget.
You got the Domino's
Where
app
the
in your
accent
phone?
come from?
Niggas Alabama accent.
No, it's not.
So what is it?
That's more like UK.
Sound Creole.
Lily says, "Yeah, we can move on." Are you sure, Lily? We want to hear your perspective. Do you like when guys touch you on the lower back?
That's so
What kind of question is that?
Or I don't know.
And Mr. Sexual
He said,
Harassment.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Or HR over here.
Right.
Right. Nah,
Shout out Jigga in the chat. What up?
You're
Was goody.
nah. If I see,
She says, "Whoa, is that the question?" Honestly, I don't know.
listen. Drew just be up here winging it.
He's just asking shit. That's what he wants to know.
now what's your go-to move when you bagging somebody? What's your go-to move?
What is this accent?
You got the thing set up
What?
for the call?
Oh, that's.
Did you send it?
This one.
Oh shit, it's my phone.
My go-to move. I don't have a go-to move. I feel the vibe out. I make eye contact. I go up. I talk. I smile. I keep eye contact, and then hope for the best.
Yeah.
I try and display intent, which is I might touch.
You gotta touch the barrier.
You might touch. You might bring him in.
Barrier.
You might give him a high five.
What's your
pull him in
go-to
a
to
little
break the
closer.
touch barrier?
A lot of times it's like if we in a loud environment, I'll move in and I'll talk to them. But then while I'm talking to them, I like put my hand on their arm, see how they receive it.
I've done that
receive
before.
it. Oh, have you?
Oh, word.
Interesting.
No, number 4.
Okay.
Listen,
The barrier is broken. I'm getting a call from who?
this nigga didn't even connect.
Or 1 second. 1 second. All right, accepted.
Paying attention. Come on.
What?
Come on.
We got the technology for this,
this
Gus.
shit.
Hold
We didn't
on.
spend the
We
money for
bought
this shit
this
for
for
no
a
reason.
Hold on 1 second.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. He went real ghetto just now.
In the suit.
In a suit.
Come on, man.
It's the Roadcaster?
Yeah.
You work here?
Is it connected?
This is first day on the
yeah,
job.
It says connected.
Just making sure.
You know, first day on the job, you wear a fresh suit.
Can they hear?
You
Can they
don't know
hear?
how shit works.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Lily.
What up, Lily?
Hi, guys.
All right.
How are you?
Yo, Lily got the
We
sweetest
are
voice.
feeling-
Lily,
Good.
I'm
And
about to do an
yourself?
age check. Lily, what's up? You're not like 15, right? Why you sound so young?
I'm 27. I just sound like a child. I'm sorry.
All right, we just making sure because this is a 18 and over podcast.
Yes, it is.
Welcome to the show, Lily.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
Yeah,
tell us your
hi.
thoughts. What do you think about the picture and about the gesture?
Oh, because I feel like whenever, well, first of all, their dynamic seems like, because of their age, Shannon's probably like an older cousin to Candy. Like, it looks very innocent. It felt innocent to me. But I've been in that situation where you get in for a picture and you stand next to a guy and you don't know where to put his hands. I don't know where to put my hands. You just put your hands around each other and just say cheese. Like,
Where do
I
you
don't
put
think
your
it-
hands?
On his back.
Lower or upper top?
It depends, because if I put my hand, because I'm short, and if I was in the same situation, my hand would probably be on his ass. So, I would sometimes I hover, because if I put my hand out and I'm like, oh well, it's a little too low, then I just hover my hand over. But like if we're like friendly, I'll put my hand like in the middle of his back.
Okay.
Have you
But
ever
not like-
felt like someone put their hand a little bit too low on your waist that you didn't expect?
Yes, but I knew, like, depending on how they're touching you, their intention, and that it's not malicious or like they're intending to touch you inappropriately.
Now let me
Like
ask you
sometimes,
this.
like in that picture, it seems like his hand was, because he's so tall, his hand reaches so low on her body.
Let me ask you
It
this.
was-
I don't
it was on
understand
the
the height.
oblique. It
I
was
don't
on the
understand the
oblique.
height thing. I get it if you're the girl and you're short, your arm is naturally near his waist.
Right.
The guy, you're tall, you have control over how
That's what
high
I'm
or
saying,
how
yeah.
low you
But
put
if
your
he
arm.
wasn't,
But
he
you can
don't.
see his hand is like, when his hand is basically the cross section of her whole torso. Like his hand is not bent or anything. Like his
His
hand
arm is
going
straight.
across her whole entire body. So like, if he really wanted to, if he was really like closer to her, his hand would go around her waist and reach the front of her body. So
Let
the
me-
placement of his hand seemed like he just went in for the picture and his hand rested there.
Let me ask you something. How do you feel about a guy showing intent like that he's interested in you by putting his hand on your back or your lower back?
If it's our first interaction, he does that, it feels weird because it's like, why are you touching me? I don't know you like that.
All right, let's say first interaction, but you guys had a little bit of a conversation going. He says something, makes you laugh, and then he kind of puts his hand. Is that still weird?
Picture how that
It
looks,
depends
though.
on the level of comfortability that we get to. Because if we get to a point where we're like joking and laughing, I would be a little more comfortable. But if it's like a in passing, like, hey, like, like the initial, like, hey, what's up? And you want to do all that before we have like at least a little conversation, it would be weird. Like, hey, back up.
You know what
Like a
happens?
first date hug.
You know what happens? It's the hug, right? Warm embrace. The let go, but the back. But the hand doesn't leave the back after the.
Like
So
the
you still
slow
converse-
slide away, like the hand is still
the
there.
little
Like,
slide.
No.
rubbing your back sweat.
Not straight. Angle.
ooh.
Angle?
Yeah.
Like circular.
No.
Like half a
Bring it
circle.
down.
circle.
Bring it
Like
down.
half a circle?
No. It's like a down hook.
You don't do this.
Pull away.
How you feel about that, Lily?
You don't know how to do this.
Um,
Teach you young blood.
So,
That's when you know he does it all the time. He's a little player. That's how
Oh.
you differentiate who's
Who?
who.
So if it's
Like, if he's a
Who?
little slick, he does this all the time. You just number 53 for the week.
Dang,
like
you could tell
he's
all
slick.
that from how. So if he's smooth with
Yes.
it, he a player.
If he too smooth.
Yes.
Like, fellas, don't get caught up. You gotta be a little rough with it. You gotta put some nail in it.
Rough.
Like, ooh, my bad.
No,
You gotta scratch your back by accident
Well,
on purpose.
you can't be the force. The force clumsiness does that too. Like you have a game. Like you that's your play. Like you can't do that.
Can't be too smooth.
If it's
Can't
like
be
if
smooth,
it's
too
natural
smooth.
and genuine, like a regular hug, and you like
Right.
don't do too much. 'cause
So
if you
someone
do
coming
too
off
much,
too
that's
smooth can be a turn off for you?
you. Yes.
Wow.
Man. Yeah, how do you break the
What
touch
if,
barrier?
what if he just
Four.
practice in the mirror all the time?
Right.
But that's still not on somebody. Like if
See.
you've done something on somebody, you can tell that it's been done multiple times.
See, women don't want perfection. They want roughness.
Yes, they want someone they can
On the
fix.
edges.
I ain't gonna
He
lie.
wants
Some,
to be raw.
You got to give rough ass hugs.
Whoa. Relax, Austin.
What up?
You got put in a headlock, give
Yeah,
a nugget like,
I miss you, little nigga.
Like, hey, what's going on?
What are you smacking?
High five.
Oh.
Come on.
How do you, Lily? How you feel? Wait, how do you break the touch barrier, Lily?
I
When you're
whenever
interested.
I get comfortable
Mhm.
with someone, I do, and also to show interest too. I do touch. Like if I'm laughing, I'll like tap. Like ha ha ha
Where you touch
Where?
at?
on your arm
On your arm.
or.
Oh, the
on your
long
arm.
caress on the arm and without the let
I'm
go.
not. I don't do the. You got. I don't do that.
You don't do the
It's a
grab and
little, like,
squeeze?
touch. It depends. It depends. If I'm trying to be a little flirt, maybe I'll, touch the bicep a little bit. But
A little bit.
A little
Lily,
bit.
you a smooth nigga too. You out here trying to front. You smooth too.
or a low T if I'm sitting next to you and we're talking and we're chopping it up. Just a little like a tap on your thigh, like.
I did not know
The
that.
hand on the
sorry,
thigh is
that's-
different.
Yeah.
Getting a call, guys. I gotta go.
All right, Lily, thank you for
Lily,
calling.
Thanks for
she
calling.
gave away too much information.
Right. Girl, I heard you. Now we know your game.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I think the
Bye-bye.
hand on the thigh is definitely more sexual
That's a
than
dead
a
giveaway.
bicep
Word,
touch.
that's
for
a
sure.
fact.
Yo, you ever
thighs like,
you ever
Oh, watch out now.
you ever had a
Watch out now.
you ever had a girl do that to you and it just like
Yo.
and somebody you like you just, ooh, like, I didn't see that coming.
Girl do that to me, and if I shit, what you doing?
Just whip it out.
don't you touch me.
What you thought this was?
Your hands off of me.
Nah, but I think girls probably break that physical barrier a lot more times than guys.
Right. Because they can get away with it.
Right. Shoot. All right.
There's no real.
You can't gauge that.
You can gauge that.
Really?
No dude is gonna overreact because a girl touched him. Unless
You said girls do it more than guys, right?
I think girls initiate it.
They-
They're probably the first to break that barrier most
I
of
don't
the
know.
time.
Yeah. Word.
Whether it's like scooting closer to you or sitting next to you, like
Body language.
Like
be
it's
the
just
main
like
thing.
small stuff that's kind of cute that a girl could do. But
It's subtle
if you're a
stuff.
guy and you on a date with a girl and you scoot real close to her, it's like, all right, you might be doing a little too much.
Let me
That's why you
ask
gotta
a
ask.
question. If
Like, do you mind if I scoot in next to you? Do you mind if I sit? Like when I'm at dinner with the girl on the date, I don't like sitting across. I like sitting next to each other.
That's weird.
Why?
Yeah, that's
mad
I'm
weird.
not a sit next to each other.
So I asked him. I say, "Do you mind if I sit next to
Because
you?"
if we're trying to have a conversation, so
Nah, you eat your dinner and then you join her.
Right.
Nah, and you
feel
gotta,
me?
you put your arm around her.
show me more.
why you
Get me out of here.
wait? Why
Get me outta here.
Why you eating your food?
After you're done,
But you,
you know,
didn't,
you
didn't
may
say
have the
that.
hookah.
You didn't say that. You made it seem like from.
Nah, you start facing each other.
You don't tell me how to run my dates.
All right.
Just like you don't tell me how to drive. I'm sick of this shit.
All right. You keep on asking for
You
hugs.
can run your dates. You can run your dates a little better. All right.
Lily's
Nigga.
back.
You
Lily's
can run your
back.
dates a little better.
Shout out Lily being back.
Let me ask you a question. Y'all playing a game. Y'all playing Never Have I Ever, right? Mm-hmm. The shorty that you interested in,
What are you pointing at?
Do your job.
Nigga, it's too much going on right now.
The shorty that we're gonna get to the comments.
Never
in a
have
second.
ever, you said?
Yeah, y'all playing a healthy game of never have I ever.
Never healthy, but go ahead.
The shorty that you're interested in says, well, the question
I
is,
really like you.
the question is, never have I ever had sex 4 times a day for 20-some years, and your crush raised their hand. How would you feel about that?
That was good. Don't do that. That was good. That was a great transition.
Y'all gonna answer the question?
I'm thinking.
Sex 4 times a day, every day is not happening.
Not according to Larsa Pippen.
That's what she was doing. 4 times. She was pimping.
Larsa Pippen.
Larsa Pippen. She pimping.
She Pippen.
You gotta
said-
understand though.
It's
Go
cap.
ahead, say what she said.
You want me to play the video?
Yeah, play the video.
It's cap though, but go ahead.
I'll play the video.
I call cap on that. Be cap. She capping like a capper.
Emelina says sitting next to someone on a date is creepy as fuck. How is that creepy? I'll be right back.
All right, let's watch this thing.
Update your phone.
This nigga used his phone like a 55-year-old.
Why are you swiping with one finger?
Well, I'm supposed to do it all 5, nigga?
Nah, the big ass claws.
I've always had sex like 4 times a night.
4 times a night?
Yeah, so 3 times a week is nothing.
You're telling me you had sex
Yes.
4 times a night when you were
Every
married?
night. I had sex 4 times a night every night. I never had a day off for 23 years. What?
She lied.
Yes.
What? Your poor vagina.
She is lying, bro.
Yeah, I swear.
For
She fucking more than one person.
23 years?
Yeah.
So on the road too, when he was traveling?
We never spent time away from each other. Like we had a private plane. I
that's
traveled with my kids. Yeah.
Marcus has big shoes to fill.
We wear the size 15 shoes. I think he's okay.
Talk about Marcus Jordan.
Last time you
Oh shit.
Brother.
Get a comeback?
Okay. Scottie Pippen played 17 years in the NBA. He retired he married his wife in 97. So I don't know how long they was together before that.
She said her 20 years married.
20 years married, okay.
Now,
What we doing
Wait,
the math?
hold on.
Me
Hold on. There's 82 games this season. Playing for 17 seasons. That's 17 years. At what point would he have time to fuck 4 times a day?
Well, she said she traveled with him, so every night after the game or in the morning before practice.
At what point would he have time to fuck 4 times a day?
He might be
in
too
between
pumped.
games,
Too pumped.
practices.
Too pump.
It could be that
maybe
too.
she's talking about the rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be rounds.
Heaters ever around.
It depends, because if you have a certain length of break.
Oh, wait a minute.
If you have a
Say it faster.
certain length of time between rounds, it's no longer a round, okay? That's new sex.
But she said sex
That's
4
new
times.
sex, all right? If you have 1 round, right, and then your next round isn't until 2 hours later, that's new sex, all right? That's new. You have recovered and you are back in the game, baby.
Yeah, it is new.
Oh, Melanie made a good point. Look at that. So he was running red lights.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, niggas do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smell
just not on the heavy days.
smell like mad iron in the room.
Yeah,
go
but
ahead.
she said every day.
every day.
She lying.
That's what the
She could not be telling the truth. She could be over exaggerating.
It's cap.
What about y'all? How many times? What's the most you ever had sex in a day, in a night, day, night, whatever? Why are you laughing?
Gus.
the issue.
said the most
issue
time
is
in a
not
week,
how many times you had sex in one day. I'm gonna answer your question in a second. The issue is back to back. So we mean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm fucking you 4 times. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I gotta go to work. I
But
need
I'm
energy.
asking
I need
you,
to think straight.
How many times have you fucked in a day?
I think I can easily say 2, but I think I did 3 times before. But I can easily say 2. You?
4.
4? Damn, okay.
4 times
I
in a
was
day.
about to say, I've done 4 rounds before.
4.
Not
Nah.
rounds. Not rounds.
Nah,
4
take a break.
times
You
throughout
take
the
a
day.
break.
Yeah.
Oh, throughout the day?
4 rounds.
Throughout
The
the day,
boom boom dry up.
I can say 3 times. Yeah. I can say 3
Y'all
times.
talking with the same person? That's-
Wait, how many girls you fucked in the same day? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Nah, you come on. Let's talk about it.
You got the suit
How
on
many?
too.
How many different partners have you had in one day?
Shit.
Wait,
I
hold
said
on.
it already.
You did?
Same answer.
What is it? 4?
No,
Time
that's
for
you.
court.
What?
That's you. I
How
said
many?
2.
2 in one day?
2 to 3.
Okay.
What about you?
Wait, 2 to 3? 2 to 3?
I
What
can
is it?
safely say 2. I can safely say 2.
Okay.
You?
Austin?
What wasn't the same?
No, you.
How many girls you
How
fucked
many
in
girls
one
have you
day?
fucked in one day?
Yep.
This is why we can't go to the next level.
You?
1.
I don't believe you.
This nigga's a liar.
You're a nasty nigga. No.
Wow. Wow.
I'm playing
So you ain't gonna answer?
Uh,
That's crazy.
2
This
to
shit
2 to
changed.
3. 2 to 3.
Nah.
You said when
nigga.
he's.
Yeah.
That shit changed.
I respect
yo.
you. Don't touch me. I respect you, Gus.
Shit.
2 to 3. I didn't feel good about it.
It's not about.
I'm lying. I did.
He said I didn't count this one.
I'm a classic man. All right.
I've definitely done 2.
2 what?
2 different girls one day. COVID was wild.
COVID. Hold up. We knew each other back then. What you was doing? Who were they?
Huh? Baby, come through. You deserve a round.
Let us know in the chat.
Not COVID sex.
The Tina Show was Gucci.
Shout out to Tina Show. Reggie Porter says.
She ain't getting shot. Like, where you at?
Reggie Porter says it's Larsa Pippen. Why anyone taking her seriously?
Who said that?
Reggie Porter.
Here we go.
But we all agree 4 times a day that's a lot.
It's cap. It's cap.
As a man,
It's
no.
cap.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
What's crazy is
Every day. 4 times a day, every day.
True. What's really
Once a day, cool. Like I'm 2. We getting a little shaky. 3. Nah.
4? I ain't gonna
Maybe
make it.
on Fridays. Maybe on Friday.
I might have to take something for 4.
Yeah, 4's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get some Blue Chew, our new spot. No, I'm playing. But what's really crazy is to think about her relationship with Marcus Jordan, who was around 7 years old by the time she married Scottie Pippen. Now that he's around 30, I want to say he's around 32, 33.
Man, how
around
old
that
is she?
age.
She's 50. She's like almost 50.
Oh, she look good for 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see what she look like.
And she got 2 sons in the NBA. Well, one in college, one in the NBA. That's crazy.
Hey man, it is what it is.
I feel like
But did
Tina
you-
Show says, I feel like Larsa's is a strange character. I'm all for believing women, but I do not believe this one.
The big cap.
Sammy J says, I mean, it could be possible on the blue pill.
Blue Chew.
Imagine he get his nut for all 4 times. He just get no nut.
Nah, yo.
That 4th one. That shit, nothing coming out.
Dust.
Facts.
fucking comment gonna come out. Yeah, right. nigga.
Speaking of that, did y'all see? Oh, you had something?
No.
Reggie Porter says 3 in a day was his highest. You nasty, Reggie.
You a nasty boy.
Ladies, let us know in the chat. I want to know y'all.
Shoot.
Y'all business.
I don't know y'all business. Yo, put it all in the chat.
Yo, about condoms, y'all.
Yo, did y'all see Chloe Bailey sex scene with Damson Idris?
Speaking of sex.
Idris.
Speaking of 4 times in a
sex.
day, Gus.
Speaking of 4 times a day, Chloe Bailey is not young no more. She's not that Disney princess.
She's still young.
I mean, she is, but you know what I'm saying? We had a perception of her that's shattered.
She's not innocent. Who?
She's not innocent anymore, is the word.
She been not innocent.
She-
nigga.
I
I
Have
mean,
you
but
seen
this
her
seals,
videos?
But this,
Right.
this
No.
seals the deal.
No.
The other,
This was
the-
definitely
We ain't
another
never seen the
level.
chicks move like that.
The
Right.
cheeks
The
was
other,
moving.
the other sister's still innocent.
Oh,
Right.
for sure. She the
Yeah,
good, she a
she's
good
still-
girl.
she's
That's a
still
good girl
innocent.
right
Yeah,
there.
word.
Her other sister? This
Yeah.
one, Chloe?
She a good girl.
She a wild
Nah.
thing. She's spicy.
She out here.
How was y'all? Oh, good.
Recently, Chloe Bailey, she's on a show called
Swarm.
It's a psychological horror show made by Donald Glover and somebody else.
Some other body.
That's about the
Some other
body.
body.
I ain't see the show, but I saw that scene. It was
Definitely.
on Twitter everywhere. And I can't say I love the acting in the scene.
Yes.
It's a great performance.
Especially when the girl looked at the crack of the door. I was like, wow, that's a great stare.
And she was like,
The pain.
The pain. Yes,
Yeah.
the pain in her eyes.
But everybody's reaction was like, no, not her. It was like, it
listen.
seemed like the reaction was like, damn,
Damson wasn't hitting it right.
you stupid.
Damson wasn't hitting it right. That's me.
No comment.
How would you have hit it? Huh? How would you have hit it?
Huh?
How would you have hit it?
Shit.
Missionary?
Huh?
Yeah, missionary.
Missionary ass nigga.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I would look right
Ain't
at
nothing wrong with that.
too.
Come on, brother.
You feel me?
Come on now.
It's nothing like, that's how you create a soul tie. Look in their eyes.
Yeah.
Don't blink.
Yeah, but not everybody gets missionary. I mean, what are we talking about?
Man, where are we?
How good the scene was? I'm confused. Like, what is it?
It's not how good the scene
It
was.
was the
What's the
uproar?
reaction to it? What's your reaction to the
I
scene?
thought it was a sex scene. I think everybody's going crazy over her, and I don't feel like it's. She's a beautiful woman, but
Yeah, she's 24 years old.
They was acting, all right? At the end of the day, they was acting.
yeah, but it's like the way it was. You know, she's a beautiful
down,
woman. She's
ass
very
up.
accomplished, but it's like everybody's going crazy over this.
I think it's because the face down ass up.
I feel like if
It wasn't like a sensual
if
scene.
it was missionary, people wouldn't have been.
Yeah. If it was like, like the
Love and basketball.
Remember Lala scene in Power?
Yeah.
Everybody was
Yo.
talking about that
Yeah.
because that's a fucking scene.
Yo,
Exactly.
nigga,
And it's
like,
Lala-
if you
and
see
it's
You seen the
Lala.
BMF?
BMF,
Nah, I didn't
she's
see
going
that yet.
crazy, ass
Shit.
naked,
Word.
in the closet.
Uh-huh.
Like niggas, they going in on BMF.
BMF.
I'm about to watch that
yo. Shit.
Tell me which episode.
She dropped the damn robe. I don't know.
Yo, she dropped her roll.
Every episode, she going in. Wow. Yes.
It's Lala though.
Yeah, I looked. I was like, Carmelo, get her back. I was like,
Yikes.
He said, "Yikes."
Yeah, that shit was moving.
I
though, I'm
can't.
not gonna lie.
I can't. If that's my wife, I don't care if you acting. Nope.
You can't do it, even if it's a job. Really? Wow.
That's a lot. Butt ass neck. Like shit. Nah.
Nigga, they be having like a golf ball in between them.
Nah, yeah, it'd be like a sock or something.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a
sock.
ball. It's a ball. Sometimes
Oh, it's a ball.
A ball?
Sometimes they got a yoga
Chloe,
ball, right?
Chloe Bailey. She did an interview and she was saying
talking
that it was a
about it.
ball.
Ah.
Between them.
So it's a ball. What's the big deal? No.
You would let your wife.
If she's an actress, yes, I would let her perform her art.
You would let her.
Yeah,
What
I
you
would
mean
allow
you
it.
would let
I would
her?
allow it.
I'll allow it.
I would allow it.
I ain't saying I want. You can do what you want, but
You
You wouldn't. You leave for her doing her job?
that's too much.
Wow.
Honestly, I think it's very good for her brand, especially because people still look at her like this adorable, innocent, girl. And
I don't think people did.
I think people
Yeah,
do.
yeah, people still.
think
Based
so.
off of the Twitter reactions, it was like, oh no, not
Bro,
her.
she been shaking her ass for a
But
couple
it's-
months.
that's
Right,
now.
that's
different.
different than a
That's
sex
different.
scene, bro.
It's different.
Anyways, back to you.
Yeah, like I think it's good for her brand.
Your wife. If your wife is doing sex scenes
nigga,
like that,
you ask, me and my girl, we dance with other people. Like you ask on the wrong person.
He might.
Huh?
Never mind.
Shit,
I mean, if I know there's no actual contact, I don't care. But you ain't gonna be.
I'll be the stunt double.
If you telling me my wife out here chugga looking dick, then nah, bro, she can't do that. No,
Huh?
I don't know. I just
it's not like it's a freaking.
But it's
not
art.
It's not a porn.
It's acting.
If it was a porn, I can't fuck with it. Nah, I'm not gonna fuck with
This
it.
is her
I
career.
just don't like it.
So you wouldn't date an actress?
No. If she's doing sex scenes, hell no.
Wow.
But it comes to the territory.
That's kind of selfish, Austin.
Would
It
you
is.
date? Would you date a porn star?
No, she's getting fucked for real.
Yeah.
How is that? How are you?
That's art. It's her
not
job.
No, that's not art.
That's real insertion.
Shout out to
It's
all the
still
porn
art.
stars.
It's actually still art.
Shout out
I'm
to
gonna
all
take
the
that
porn
back.
stars.
But no.
But
no.
no.
Hell no.
What's the art part? The paint at the end?
No, it takes. There's a lot of shit that goes into porn. There's a lot of stuff.
You didn't get the
It's a
bar.
production.
They be
It's a
in
production.
pain. You know what I'm saying? They got all types of different
You
positions.
said pain?
They be in pain.
Wait, what?
You seen a doc?
Huh?
You seen a doc?
Not seen enough interviews to know. Yeah. They be in pain. They work. Like they really work for their bread.
Shoot.
Like shout out to all the sex workers out there.
Yo, in that interview, she said, I don't really have too much personal experience with it, but you know.
She said she has had a lot of partners.
Yeah. I said, I'm not even gonna.
Nah, say it. Nah, say it. Say it. Say what you gonna say.
You would have fooled me.
What I look like, Boo Boo the Fool? Emelina says, it sounds like y'all can't do a Pound Town marathon and that sucks for you.
What's up there?
Emelina.
You don't know me.
Emelina talking spicy in this
Word.
chat.
What she said? A pound
She
town
said, it
what?
sounds like y'all can't do a Pound Town marathon, and that sucks for you.
Shit.
Yes, in one day, but not every day.
That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact.
Every
team-
day for a fucking week.
Come
is
on,
For,
that's
crazy.
for 24 years.
My nutmeg is my life force. Giving that 4 times a day for a whole. Nigga, you started blinking.
Nigga said. The Tina show says, Larsa gives me grooming energy. You're dealing with this young man, and to add insult to injury, go national TV to speak on your previous sex life with Scottie Pippen.
Right.
She just disgusts me on so many levels.
Wow.
Well, when you talk about it from that perspective, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
She nasty.
She also says, Chloe's arch said, I does this. Well, what if it was Damson? He was like, nah, arch it up a little bit. Throw it back a little bit more.
He said, I does this.
Let me coach you
She
through
says,
this.
talk about I
Doggy
haven't had
style.
much experience. Girl, relax. We support you.
But she does dance, though. So
That's a fact.
that's where it
And
could
she
come
says
from.
the arch was beautiful. She's grown. I was sold on the scene. The arch, it was a good arch. It was a good
arch,
scene.
yeah.
It was a very good introduction to the show. I had no idea what the show was about. It got a little weird, so I stopped watching it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shit, I
I
didn't
ain't
even watch the show.
gonna lie. When I saw the scene, I was like, when they put out this role, I ain't signed up for it. Damn, I could have been a stunt double dick. Cut like this.
Stunt double dick. Stunt double.
Get out of the way, Damson.
You stupid.
I wonder how Lori feel about it.
Yo, they did say
Who's
that.
Lori?
Lori Harvey.
Lori Harvey.
His girl.
She
Oh,
don't care.
he's still dating her?
I think so.
I don't think so.
All them niggas is swinging. But yeah, so let's get into the next topic.
All right.
Are we ready for what's the word? Or are we ready for the? How y'all feel? Y'all want to talk about 6ix9ine or not? Yes or no?
I don't really care to talk about 6ix9ine.
I'll talk about it. No problem.
No, not really. All right, we gotta make it fast.
Majority rules.
I'll go.
majority.
Anyway, so
Oh.
everybody
about to
knows that, you know,
Why you laughing?
You look nice, man.
everybody knows that 6ix9ine got, you know, 6ix9ine got into an altercation today, got beat up. My thing is I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, you know, he finally got caught. He's a snitch. He's a rat. Whatever the case may be. All right, cool. Hood politics, I get it. But I feel personally that look, him speaking on like people who are no longer here, that was his karma. As far as the people in jail, I feel personally that's their own fault. You trusted this dude to stay loyal to you in situations where he's not about that. And people saying he's getting his just due for snitching. I feel like a lot of those dudes got themselves caught up in this situation. Y'all was talking on the phone, all types of stuff you know y'all not supposed to do in your situation. And plus you got caught in the RICO, which means they was doing an investigation on y'all before 6ix9ine got involved. So a lot of the grounds on that for me is like, yo, y'all kind of shot yourself in the foot. That's how I see it. But do I feel like he deserved what he got? That's not my call to say. Do I feel like it's karma for a lot of the stuff that he's been spewing and everything? Absolutely. It was bound to happen.
Yeah. And I'm glad it wasn't. It's unfortunate, but it could have been worse.
It definitely could have
been worse.
Yeah.
So I think who said what? I think Whack 100 said, hey, like he had a good sentiment, was basically kind of like, yo, don't get caught slipping.
Right.
Like,
I mean, when you talk like that, you got to watch your back.
Yeah. But I mean,
They
that's
didn't
good.
have no guards.
Yeah, no guards.
Nah, he was in there.
They caught him
was
at
there.
a LA Fitness with a dumbbell.
Coming out of sauna.
Yo, he was dead on the elliptical, just fucking walking by himself.
Yeah, no guards.
No guards.
Shoot.
Money
A
running
part
tight.
of me wonders if he does that on purpose.
Like if it's fake?
No, like if he really just doesn't give a fuck. Like almost like he wants something to happen.
Nah, he usually have guards.
No, a lot of times I'm seeing him by himself. Like you see, and he'll brag about it. I see
that nigga-
videos.
I heard
he
it
don't
caught-
be by himself for real.
I'm telling you, in Miami he does.
It costs money to have him guards.
That's what I said. Money,
yeah.
money running low probably, but I seen plenty of clips like behind the scenes. Like they'll move out the way so he can get his clips type shit. He was trolling with his videos, so
Right.
like he always had guards with him.
Right. All right, let's get into what's the word. Today's What's the Word is a doozy. We're going to start it off with a quote. The quote is, it's from Flight Club, that famous movie from 1999.
Fight Club or Flight Club?
Fight Club.
You
Fight
said
Club.
flight.
You said
Club.
flight.
I got Snickers on my mind. My bad.
I know what you got in mind.
All right. All right. So Fight Club, movie in 1999. What you don't know shit? All right.
The fuck?
All right. So the quote is,
You gotta say it there.
all right. You are not special. You're not beautiful and unique snowflake.
No, you are not a beautiful and unique snowflake.
All right, thank you. You're the same decaying organic matter as everything else. Dash
God
Flight Club.
damn.
Fight Club. Damn. Well, why are you laughing? Did I butcher it? So I'm gonna read it again. You ready? You are not special. You're not a beautiful and unique snowflake. You're the same decaying organic matter as everything else.
The same decaying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Decaying organic matter as everything
It's
else.
like you said, the king.
That's what I think. I was
Decaying.
like, oh, I'm a king? Okay.
Decaying matter. That came from an article. And it was,
article?
The article was talking about just how soft this generation is compared to previous generations.
Absolutely.
And it was just talking about the fact that, like, it was talking about this generation, not necessarily this one, but like ones after us, just being more
Sensitive?
self-sensitive, self-absorbed, things of that nature. So I think that was a good quote. But
Fight Club is a great movie.
it is.
Great
I haven't
movie.
seen it in a minute though.
It's a really good movie.
So, but the topic for today, the theme of it is being too sensitive versus being in tune with yourself.
Right.
Or being too sensitive versus being vulnerable. Whichever one. But I was
As
asked,
men, right?
Nah, in general.
In general?
In general. But as men, because we're men.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in general. I was pondering myself. Pause.
Yo, what?
That's so crazy. I'm glad it wasn't a close-up. I'm glad it wasn't a
Like I
close-up.
said, I was pondering
I
myself.
was pondering myself. All right, so I was thinking to myself, and I was just like, yo, am I getting soft? Like, am I getting soft than I was when I was younger? Like, I feel...
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I feel like...
Like I said, I was pondering myself, thinking, am I getting soft?
Is this thing working?
This nigga.
Nah, I was thinking to myself, like, am I getting soft? Like, I feel like we've all heard the older generation say we're soft. Y'all niggas is soft. Y'all niggas ain't got it like us. Y'all niggas got it easy. Things of that nature. And I asked myself this because I've been stressed out lately. And I'm giving myself time to, like, you know, get out of it.
Right.
Compared to me, younger, would have been pushing through, doing things actively as, you know, whatever emotional state I'm in, I would just, you know, go through it. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't give myself time to, quote unquote, heal. And I was like, yo, am I being too soft for myself? Like, what the fuck? Like, am I pussy now? Like, that's why I was like, am I pussy now? So I just wanted to know what y'all think.
You pussy.
All right, topic done. Nah, but I had a couple questions I wanted to ask you guys.
I wanted to go back to what you said about, you know,
Pussy?
Pondering?
not pondering.
Ponder himself?
No, I don't care about that. Back to the point you said about older people older than us saying that, oh, we're soft. You know, we got it easy and stuff like that. In all actuality, we don't. I feel like, you know, different generations call for a different struggle. Like a lot of the things y'all went through, y'all not. I'm sorry, but they're not dealing with inflation like we're dealing with it.
Inflation.
Y'all not dealing with, you know, what used to be a livable wage for y'all. Y'all not dealing with that. The fact that now that we make people that make $25 an hour, that used to be a livable wage, is not that no more.
I don't agree with you. Shit.
You can't go into the. You can't go into the. No, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
So back in the 90s, what $20 can get you back in the 90s can't get you that today.
Okay.
What $100 used to get you back in the 80s and the 90s and 70s can't get you that today.
Okay.
What used to be a livable wage for you back in the day is not livable now. You got to make damn near 6 figures to do that.
Right.
So for you to fix your lips and be like, oh, I don't agree with you, Shake, that's great that you don't agree with me. But when the facts speak for itself, shut the fuck up.
No,
But
nigga.
everything- but
Hold
everything's moving
on.
together, though.
Yeah,
Everything's-
inflation
everything's
inflation rises with the times,
Right.
right? Back then, they were making a wage. They were making way less than
Right.
what they're making now. But it was kind of the same thing. They weren't making as much with the job salary. Things were less expensive for sure.
Right, exactly.
Things were less expensive, but they weren't making as much back then.
Right.
But you're talking about inflation as if that's a sign of struggle.
My
I
thing
think
is,
that
it's not-
actually
I'm
proves
not
the point
saying-
of his
I'm
quote.
I'm not saying that it's a sign of struggle. I'm saying that we getting hit with something that probably they didn't have to deal with.
Nigga, inflation ain't shit compared to war, compared to the crack era.
All right, we're getting hit with. Nigga, they sending $3 billion to fucking Ukraine.
Nigga,
that we
they
gotta
was
figure
going. They was
out.
getting sent to
My
war, bro.
intentions-
Yeah, you're right. You're
For
right.
this
They was
topic
getting sent
has
to
nothing
war.
to do with
But
what they're talking about
but my
at
thing-
all.
Nah, it actually does.
It actually does. But my thing is, when you could go back and buy a house for cheaper, you could go back in the day. You could do that. We can't do that now.
You right.
You got to spend. You got to make at least 6 figures to be comfortable now.
You're right. But that was a time that came from a period of very hard times.
Right. It came from a period of hard times, the Great Depression. Things had to crash and
Right.
go down, and everything had to reset. We didn't get that reset yet.
I can say that everybody, our older generation, I'm speaking of emotional resilience. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but what I'm talking
Hold
about
on,
is
hold on,
because
because
you
it's
can't-
turned
you
away
can't-
from the point of the
you can't cut me.
conversation.
You can't cut me off
I
and be
di- I
like,
didn't
hold
cut
on.
you off.
No, you can't cut me off. You can't
Yeah.
cut off a topic and be like, oh, well, I'm not talking about that. I get you're not talking
Your
about that. I
man's in
understand
the
that.
love.
But I reference about what you said.
Yeah, you had your conversation.
All right, you don't pick when it ends.
Nigga, it ended.
You don't pick
When
it
I
ends.
switched the
You
topic, it ended.
When you switch the topic, it ended.
What do you have to say?
All right then.
Ooh.
What do you have to say?
You sound crazy.
All right, so
What I'm
emotional
saying is,
intelligence.
I'm not done. You ain't cut me off this time. What I'm
Nigga,
saying is,
shut up.
What I'm saying is,
Yo, cut his mic.
what I'm saying is, everybody has their own struggle, right? But the fact that our struggle is being considered soft,
My bad. I didn't mean to do that.
our struggle is being considered soft compared to people back in the day who had their struggle as well. I feel like every generation has a struggle that maybe the generation before can't deal with or couldn't deal with.
I can say that the older generation is right with the simple fact that they didn't have time to ponder emotional well-being and
why is that? And why is that? No, that's real shit.
That's
That's
like
real
the
shit.
5th time he said ponder this
They didn't
episode.
have
And why
time
is that?
for like, mental well-being and all that other shit. They was just working. They was pushing through.
Exactly.
Right.
Because
And I
they
feel like-
had to deal with life or death. They had
Right.
to deal with like shit happening right now. I don't got time to worry about how
Exactly.
I feel. I don't got time to worry about that
Exactly.
shit. I got to figure out shit now
And I feel like nowadays we may have a lot more time.
to be in our feelings.
Nowadays, we have a lot more time to be in our feelings and question our feelings and second guess our feelings. And there's pros and cons to that.
Right, you're right.
Especially
But-
in this climate of ultra sensitivity.
But at the same time, like I said, we're presented with new struggles that they don't have to deal with. That's the point of my conversation. We come to different things that bombard us every day. On top of having our thoughts and depressions and all that shit, dealing with mental health issues. It wasn't at the forefront when they was out here. I'm not saying it didn't exist, but it was at the forefront like it is now.
All right, I'm gonna say this. They had the same problems we had.
No, they did not.
They just
bro.
didn't have the time to sit and reflect on their shit.
All right,
we have it to a point now to
Did you hear
where
what
we
I
can
said?
actually sit and reflect on our mental
Did you hear what I
illness,
said?
on our shit.
What does forefront mean?
The front of the lines.
It's in your face, right? That's what I said. I
Bro,
never said it didn't.
we have it easier than they did.
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
I did. We have it easier than they did.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Because we wouldn't. If we didn't,
No,
we
we
wouldn't
don't.
even have the chance to sit and ponder about our mental illness and our mental health.
The reason why I'm saying we don't have
Ponder word of the show.
I'm saying,
Word of
like
the
I
day.
said, everybody has their own struggles that we had to deal with. Like you just said, they didn't have time to deal with their mental issues.
Compared to what they had to go through, we weak.
If we had
Nigga Austin said,
do you think, Shake, let me ask you this question. With the mindset that we have now, not us, but the new generation, with the ultra sensitivity that they have, you think they could last back then?
No, they can't.
absolutely not.
They can't.
And that's what I'm talking
but
about.
as-
I feel like I want to be more emotionally resilient than I am
Yes.
now. I feel like I
Stronger.
was. I feel like even me younger, I feel like I was more emotionally tough. Like I'm definitely better. Like I'm mentally aware and all that other shit now. But I feel like I was tougher back then. Like even with my ignorance, I was pushing through compared to now. I'm just like, yo, let me take a mental day off. Let me take a mental week off. Like
and I understand that, and I completely understand that. But what I'm saying is, there's struggles today that probably our parents or their parents could not deal with.
I don't think so. I
And
think they could deal with
that's
everything.
what you think. That's you feel like they could just deal with everything that we go through.
I feel like if you took one
No,
of them
that's not the
niggas,
question I
answer my
asked.
question.
I
What?
can't ask it.
I feel like if we take them from back in their time and we put them into our time now,
They're just thriving.
I think they would be thriving. I think they'd be thriving. I think if we put us
yeah, I agree.
back then,
don't.
Oh.
I think if we put
Oh.
one of us back in daytime, we wouldn't know what to do.
We might.
Well,
Whole different ball game.
and this is what. Sorry.
No, go
You've
ahead.
been
I'm
silent.
enjoying
You've been
this.
silent.
Because it's two perspectives. Y'all talking about the emotional part, and then y'all talking about the living part, like living day-to-day life type
Right.
shit.
Because and that's based
They
on the fact
coincide, though.
that's
do coincide.
That's based off the fact of him saying that they didn't have time to deal with their emotions. So if they didn't have time back then to deal with it, imagine it coming, opening the floodgates and bringing them into this time where they have to deal with that shit. Where they have time to think about it, where they have time to ponder, when it's on their mind. Think about bringing your parents into this time, not even your parents.
Nah, they'd be like, this some bullshit.
And where they have-
Yeah, we all feel move forward. Like the
See?
ideology is different.
See? Now they're not taking in the fact that you might have to consider somebody else's feelings. You
See, that's the soft shit that we talking about.
Shut the fuck up and let me speak.
No.
You're not considering the fact that somebody else may be as sensitive. And your parents coming in like, oh, shut that soft shit up. No, they can't do that.
What that got to
Because-
do with me, though?
All right, fuck it.
What that got to do with the other person? We're having a conversation, nigga. I'm not going to let you sit here and talk
you're-
on your own.
My thing is, you're not. Are you talking to understand, or you just talking?
No,
to
nigga,
answer?
I'm speaking to debate. I'm not. I hear what you're saying.
All right, are you
Caller.
speaking?
I hear what you're saying, but I'm speaking to
call.
debate.
It's definitely a caller. Somebody calling the line. Let's see who it is. Hold on.
To accept, press 1.
They calling from the penitentiary.
Who are we speaking to right now?
It's Lee.
Yo, she sound like a cartoon. It's me.
Hey, you're watching Disney Channel.
All right. What you got to say, Lily?
So just to chime into this conversation, because Drew saying like the older generation, they had it all together, they didn't have time to worry about things, all that stuff. Getting both perspectives, like my mom sat down and had a conversation with me one day and was just like, I don't know how your generation does it. Like my mom, just a little backstory, like she's an immigrant. She came here by herself. She wasn't raised by her parents. She was thrown house to house. Like, the whole, Jamaican lifestyle of like your mom comes to America to make money, to send money.
Mm-hmm.
There is no money to spread. Nobody wants to watch her kids, all that stuff. And she came here, made her way by herself, been a nurse for 40 years, right?
Shout out to your mom.
Hard life.
Definitely.
Word.
And she sat down and was like, I wouldn't be able to live the life that you're living. Like, I don't know how you guys are surviving. She's like, I think what you guys, I think, Drew, what you see as a luxury, like I said, like the only luxury we have is the access to all the information that we have and all the resources.
But what
I
exactly
think
did she mean when she
in
said
terms of
what she said?
she's saying like right now, like the financial state of this country, the social state of this country, what else? I think those are the biggest things, because like being a black person in America right now is like, of course, our people have gone through way worse, but I'm like the social impact and the financial impact that we're going through right now, like it's insane to survive. Even not even being black, just being a young person right now, like
I can agree. I could agree.
I disagree.
the
My dad
formula
used to
isn't
this.
working. Like remember, like our families were like, go to school. We couldn't do it. You guys have to do it.
Yeah.
And that formula and that benchmark is being moved, and we cannot keep up.
Right.
I can say that my dad has definitely
We
told
can't
me
keep up. At my age, my mom was married and
she got the floor. It's cool.
was in the process of buying a home. Like none of my peers are at that point because we can't make it right now. Even friends that are making in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's like the benchmark just keeps being moved.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking at me? What?
Thank you for your
What
call,
point?
Lily.
What point did she prove just
No,
now?
I'm just waiting for you to tell me when you're gonna buy a house.
What do you mean?
Thank you for your call, Lily.
That's not what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
outside of the financial things though, like I think you see Drew like saying like we have like we can sit and reflect and quote unquote ponder on our emotions like when with the information to know what we're going through and to put a name on it, I feel like that is way worse than not knowing what it is because like that's like the saying like ignorance is bliss. Like when you don't know, you live your life without knowing what is wrong and just you go on, you survive, you go on how life was happening from before. But when you are going through something and there's a name for it and you figure out what it is and there's more information about it, you have a lot more ways to bring your life down. Like you have a lot more information about what you're going through to reflect and be like, wow, this is actually really bad. This actually sucks.
Gotcha. We're gonna
like
talk.
if you are depressed and you don't know what it is, like once you figure out what it is, you feel like you're doomed. Like there's a lot more to it when you have the information.
My thing is you
the
can
time
have that
to-
information and you can do all of that, but my whole point is that the generations of the past, they would feel all that feeling and they still be able to move forward and do what they have to do.
The
I think the
resiliency.
people nowadays, they sit,
Because
they
they
cry,
don't
they
have
talk about shit. They sit, they cry, they talk about shit that is not gonna help them move forward, and they sit and they wallow in their sorrow. That's the key difference. If we talking about a
That's
stronger,
an
if we
assumption.
talking about
That's
a
an
stronger
assumption.
mentality,
Nah, that's
if
dead
we
ass.
talking about a stronger
That's an
mentality,
assumption.
if we talking about stronger mentality, they had a stronger mentality because they got shit done. They bought their house. They had all the depression and the shit in the world. They had all this shit going against them. They had fucking drugs being imported
I
into the
think
country.
there
They had
was
all.
no
I'm not yelling at you, by the way,
compounding
Lily.
factors,
I'm just
though.
saying they had all this shit.
I understand.
They had
No, but
all
I
this
feel
shit
like
doing it,
there's other
and they
things
still
that
got
were
it done.
compounding for us, though.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing is,
There's more
don't.
compounding
I hear you, but my thing is that they had the will to move forward. A lot of us, we still have our hard times, but we don't move
feel
forward.
Like we don't have the will, but
A lot of
like,
people don't.
There is. I feel like right now we're in a cycle and a wheel. Like I feel like when somebody tries to get out, there's other compounding factors that push them down.
Like
I
what?
feel like back then, if you just were able to like get up on your feet, there was nothing really pushing you down. They like.
There's
was
so
a
many
whole
things
time
pushing you down in every
There was a whole
generation.
time in history where there was there was the economy was doing great. There was no recession. We lived through 2 recessions. We lived through a lot of the high points in history where it's like, whoa, this has never happened before. There was like, because history happens in cycles, and we're in a cycle right now that it's like it's pretty low. Like I feel like with our parents' generation, like just thinking about that generation, not anything prior to that or like the in between, with the.
We have to think about the prior
I feel like
generations. though.
You couldn't have been a slave.
Lily,
I'm
we're
saying,
going
like,
we're
I'm
going
saying,
call
like,
we're going to
yeah,
open the
because-
floors in a second, Kyrie. Sorry, Lily. Lily, thank you for calling.
Thank you, Lily. Appreciate you.
All right, let me go.
You're not gonna say nothing.
No,
nigga just
I mean,
entertained.
I'm thinking. I can't argue because it's just so many ways to look at it. It's like,
Right.
Please leave your message.
like life is very different in both generations. You know what I mean? Like it's.
I can definitely. What I was trying to say was, my bad, yo.
Go ahead.
Cut you off. All right, so what I was saying that my dad definitely says that our generation has it harder, and his father also told him that he was going to have it hard. So I could agree with her there that like there is that sentiment that you guys are going to have it harder, like especially if you talk about like jobs being available, like even jobs being available, how like AI is not even AI, just technology is taking over. What is it? What do you call it? This is an A word. Automation is increasing,
Right.
where it's going to be replacing more and more people's jobs. the competition in the economy, like, you know, just to in the workplace, it has increased.
You know, and then there's another way to look at it, and I'm thinking it's like we're exposed now to so many possibilities and opportunities because we see other people's lifestyles, we see other people getting this, other people talking about buying houses, right? But back then they weren't so exposed to what was happening in the real world, wasn't so exposed to as much information. So when you're living in that moment, it's like, I can't get a job. I'm gonna hustle for what I want, right? I'm gonna put in the work,
right?
And I'm gonna live. I'm gonna get by with this, right? I don't know that there's 400 people buying whatever, or I don't know that, hey, everyone's making this salary, right? Because that information is not out there as much as it is now.
Yeah, and like, I think that's the biggest component into why it's easier now than it was back then.
The information,
because we have the information.
But it's also making it like, hey, now I know that there's a higher standard, and now I feel like that my where I'm at now is not comfortable living because I know that there's a higher standard. I'm constantly comparing myself to what I see in social media.
That's a mental thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, my thing is what you said was, I'm gonna bring it back to this point. They didn't have the time to deal with their mental health issues. They were resilient. But then you turn around, those same people that were so resilient suffer from the mental health issues today. They will suffer from those mental health issues and those problems today and still go through it. So yeah, I was resilient for a time, but then sooner or later, because we have the help that we do now in this generation, we're able to all right, this is what you have. Let's diagnose it. They couldn't always diagnose it in the time back then. They didn't know what they had back then.
Yeah, it's more like the conversation is
that's crazy.
No, the conversation is we know it. Now we take the time
to cry about it.
And I wouldn't say cry about it, but the time to explore it, to learn about it, to you basically go down a trial.
What up, Kyrie? Kyrie on the line right now. What's good, yo?
It's like you're because the thing that
Kyrie got unlimited time, so while he's here,
let me just get this out. He can have the floor.
This nigga selfish.
The thing that gets me is the fact that you could sit here and say that a generation of people who are going through something mentally, you call it crying.
Yes.
You would call it bitching per se. But at the same time, people trying to figure out, are those same people crying? Are those same people that figure out what they go through and can't control, are they crying? Or are they trying to get past shit? There's some people they're crying out for help, if anything. And the reason why I disagree with you, because I've had friends that went through this shit.
So have I.
And they were crying. They wasn't crying. If anything, they was reaching out for help. And the fact that they can get that help today, that's why I respect it.
I agree.
I'm not gonna diminish it by calling it crying.
I'm not diminishing anything.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. But I'm saying if we compare it to back then,
to me, you are.
That's what it is.
None of us lived back then. How can we compare?
If you know the history of your family, you can compare. I have my great grandfather. I have people in my family that I know. Things that they did, I know.
Everybody's story is subjective. What you may have been fine with, some people have suffered, and there's also facts too. What you're saying is facts for your family, but that doesn't apply to everybody. So right now you're making a general statement.
Do you know the history of yours? Do you know the history of yours, like your great grandfather?
I know the history of my family.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the history of my family.
Would you say that you have it easier than they did? I'm asking you personally. Would you say that they have it easier than you did?
I don't know. It depends.
If you know your history, how do you not know?
Because it really depends on the time period. What might have been easier for them may not have been easier for me right now.
I'm confused.
Well, Kyrie, what was your thoughts on the conversation?
My thoughts are, I'm not going to compare my family and make a general statement, right? What you're saying, right? You're saying that people are crying because you think that they're not living up to the standards as what people were in the past who had it harder. I disagree with you on that, right? In essence, it really depends on what you think is harder. If we're talking about like racism and stuff like that, yes, I'll agree with you. But we're talking about economy right now. Economy is crazy. Like inflation's high, wages are stagnant.
They're about fucking eggs.
The 80s. And they have not grown since the 80s. So, and housing market is extremely high. Rent is high. So I'm confused. Rent was never this high. Housing market was never this high. Yet wages are stagnant. That doesn't correlate. Furthermore, you talk about information. You do know not every information is correct. So the fact that we have so much abundance of information within technology makes it hard to vet what is true and what's not to be true.
You can still find what information relates to you. You can still find valid information for whatever you want.
But not everybody's educated enough to do the correct research.
Okay, but you keep bringing in different scenarios into this shit. If you just like how you when you want to find something out, you have your sources that you go to. You told me that you have your credible sources, which means anybody can do that. Whether if you say they may not be educated, okay,
but that's an individual.
But people can do that. What I'm saying
Kyrie
is this:
is an individual.
I hear him. So I want to hear from his perspective because you keep talking about. I'm speaking generally, but I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from the fact that I know where my family came from. I know my great grandfather was in Haiti. I know I had family who came from Haiti to New York came from Haiti to the States and built a life for themselves. My grandmother came to the States and she had nothing.
That's your family.
Okay, right. And now I'm asking Kyrie, but you're not telling me anything specific. You're saying in general. So I'm asking you specifically. Your great grandfather, did he have it easier or harder than you?
That's not fair.
Hold on. Shake.
That's not fair, bro.
I'm not tying my opinion of what my family went through as a general statement to everybody saying everybody saw. What my family's been through doesn't make what everybody's going through the same. So there's no reason to sit there and make specifics about what they've been through because there's so many different scenarios of what happened in their lifestyle that they could achieve.
It is. You know why? Because most people have this. Most people can say that. Most people can say that.
No, most people cannot say that. You're just saying as an opinion, not a fact.
Bro, I'm talking about people that I know. You can't even tell me something about yourself.
No.
You can't, bro. I can't. Can I ask y'all on the panel?
What?
Do y'all feel like y'all grandfathers or y'all great grandfathers had it harder than y'all did?
Nah, I think what? Nah, I think they had it harder.
Okay.
We're comparing.
I do agree that everybody had their own struggles.
Everybody definitely has their own struggles.
The point of the conversation wasn't to compare. It wasn't this. Just let y'all know. This was not supposed to be the topic. Just let you know. But
It's a good topic. It's very hard to have this conversation.
Let me read some of these comments real quick. Jigga says 50 Cent said, depression is a luxury. You don't have time to be depressed because bills still gotta be paid, even when you don't want to be at work. Hold on, Kyrie, let me finish. Bills still gotta be paid, even when you don't want to be at work. It's the same thing. Damn, I missed a lot of comments.
That's Reggie probably calling. Reggie trying to get in here.
Reggie says, Shake, your point is irrelevant because money inflation is and always will be struggle for every era. There is no difference struggling with moment in 1980 versus 2023. Our issues today are more self-inflicted and it's strongly correlated with the advancement of technology.
All right, that's why we're not answering the phone.
Jigga says, oh, that's very mature of you. Jigga says, I think now we have more ways to make different streams of income. The information is out there. We just got to find it. We got a phone and access to things that they didn't have. Let me read some.
But that's mad surface level. It's surface level. That's surface level.
Wait, can I make my announcement?
Yeah, go ahaid. My fault.
Yo,
no, not like that.
Hold on.
Your energy is not the way.
Yeah, change the energy. Put some applause on. Come on. We haven't heard from Kyrie's voice in a minute. What's good, Kyrie? What's going on?
You giving me mad attention that he doesn't give me on a daily basis. I don't appreciate that.
Nigga, you know you can get this. Pause.
Whoa.
Pause.
Taking a date first.
Stupid. Hold on, Kyrie. Not yet. Hold on. Whoever's calling, give us 1 second. The
line is hot.
The live line is hot.
I love this. Don't worry, I won't be long.
Hold on, we're trying to set you up.
Oh my bad. Go ahead.
Hold on, 1 second.
What we waiting for?
The camera? No, y'all want to wait
for
the camera?
Go ahead.
All right, do your thing, Kyrie. Let's get some applause on. Let's get some applause. All right, applause is set. Let's go, Kyrie. What you got to tell us?
Yeah, I just want to say, while I've been missing in action, it's not because I've been taking, my usual sick days. Mm-hmm. It's because I have a newborn, baby Jordan.
What's the baby name?
Andrew.
Baby Jordan, Jordan Malik Alexander
That's a
class.
true Jamaican right there. True Jamaican name.
Oh,
Jordan.
Yeah, he was born. He's about to be a month on Friday. So yeah, so that's what's going on in my life, everybody. Apologize if I haven't been up front a while ago, but yeah.
You the daddy.
What?
You the peppy. You the peppy.
But I'll definitely be back on the show sooner than later. Well, not sooner than later, but when he gets a little older. A couple more months. Yeah, I'll be back.
You'll be back.
But yeah. This episode has been good. So
thanks.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Yeah, everybody in the chat saying congrats.
Congratulations, Kyrie.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Drew's next.
Hell no.
All right, well, I'll drop off the line.
Appreciate you for calling in.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
Tell Jordan I said good night.
Yeah, we're not trying to wake him up.
All right, let me read some more comments real quick. The Tina Show says, socioeconomically, financially, racially, mentally, spiritually, life is challenging either way you slice it and dice it and flip it or smack it. I agree. There are challenges in every generation for everybody. Lily says, but there's an actual stat that says economically and socially we're not doing well at all or better than our parents' generation.
Unknown caller.
Economically.
Let me pick this up.
No, don't let him answer that.
Let me see.
Shout out Tunisia.
That's the mayor.
Oh, the mayor, what up?
Yo, who's calling?
Yo, it's Reggie.
What's good?
Shout out Reggie Porter. What up, my boy?
I appreciate y'all for taking my call. How's everybody doing, man?
It's good.
We're doing good, man.
But let me tell you something,
We're
man.
having a healthy debate up here.
Make your point.
Make your point. Make your
In
point.
30 seconds or less.
I'm gonna be very concise. First of all,
about 3 hours.
Listen, ain't no difference between your struggle now. Well, I'm gonna say there's one difference, but the difference between everybody's struggle now and everybody's struggle back then, it hasn't changed much. If you want to look at your parents and grandparents and tell them, well, if inflation was lower back then, are you going to look at them and say they didn't struggle to make the money to get that house? They still have to struggle to make the money.
Right.
The difference is we have information now, but our mentality is a lot weaker.
Yep.
Everybody's into this shit where you have to tell people you're depressed and you're this and you're that for them to feel better about themselves.
Yep.
Nobody's telling people the truth that, yo, you got to get shit out the mud and get to it, especially nowadays when people have more avenues to make money than ever before. So what is your fucking excuse? I don't want to hear this shit about you got to feel sorry for other people. For what? You're making these people make it feel like because I'm down and I'm sad and depressed about my life that I don't have the power to change it. That's stupid to me.
I agree
you
with
have
you.
the power to change. It's your life. You are in control of your life. You can make as much money as you want, especially nowadays. So what is your excuse? It just sounds like to me, personally, everybody's making a whole bunch of excuses.
Yep.
Well, my parents had it easier because inflation was lower. Okay, inflation is high, but you can make money on your laptop.
Yo, who
Facts.
yelling at, bro?
Facts. That's a fact.
I can't hear you because you're yelling.
Nah, I hear him clearly.
You can make money on your cell phone. You can make money on your cell phone.
Right.
You can make money in your car.
Gotta put in work.
Let's keep it.
People gotta
let's
put in
keep it
work.
a buck.
Reggie, let me ask you this.
You gotta put in the work, bro.
You got to put in the work.
The point of the one of the points I wanted to make, it was a question. I was like, how do you know when you're being too soft on yourself? Can you answer that for us?
You said how you know when you're being too soft on yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to, in general or like personally?
Both. What you want to answer first? Let's speak personally. How do you know when you're being too soft on yourself?
Personally, I would say me, like if I'm sitting down and I just, it's a gut feeling for me. Like if I'm sitting down and I'm just like, I haven't done nothing today. Like I haven't gone to the gym or I didn't make no money. I didn't go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like I'm stuck in one place. But you feel, I don't know if it's like a gender thing or whatever, but me personally, I feel it like, damn, bro, like I haven't done nothing. I just had that feeling where I have to go out. I have a natural proclivity. I need to do something.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Something productive, obviously, but that's just me. I don't know how everybody else generally works.
Mm.
Like I said, I don't know if it's a race thing or a gender thing, but that's just me personally.
No, I
like,
agree.
I feel it. Like nobody has to tell me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Same thing.
That's just me. But when I get to that point, the first thing I do personally for myself is I make sure, like, all right, let me at least go to the gym so I can feel good about about how I look, or just get a workout and see if I feel better. Like being in a state of depression, that shit is it's like the worst. But I know I can pull myself out of it if I just put in the work.
Yeah.
And there's
I don't
nothing
let
wrong
other
with
people tell
doing
me that, yo,
therapy. There's
you're
nothing wrong with getting help.
You're depressed.
Sometimes putting in the work.
No, there's nothing wrong with getting help. But I'm
Sometimes
saying
putting in
the help has to start with you.
Yeah, it's
help starts
just
with
the
you. Like,
action.
Right. And
People can
sometimes
give you
people
help. Yeah,
sometimes
people
people
can
get
give you
that
help all
help
they
and
want.
it doesn't work. Then what? What do you do?
I get it.
Some people, that's why I took this so personally, because I know people who got the help and they're not here no more because of their own choice.
Okay, all right. Listen, you have to understand that if you're gonna speak in generalities mean
I'm not speaking.
most,
All right,
not
there's a
all.
lot
It
of people
doesn't-
out there who make that choice. So what are you saying?
But Mr. Sir, you asked me.
My last name is Shakespeare. Thank you very
He
much.
said, Mr. Sir.
My last name is Shakespeare. Thank you very much.
Can I answer the question?
If you would.
Okay, thank you. We're speaking in generalities. It means most, not all. I'm not saying it's gonna work for everybody. Some people are gonna fall through the cracks. Some people are gonna make it through.
Mhm.
I can't account for everybody who's an exception who doesn't make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's life, bro.
Not
I know
everybody
it
makes
sucks,
it.
and if
Yeah,
you're
not
gonna take it
everybody
personal-
makes it. So
if you're gonna take it personal, then I can't speak on that. But what I can tell you is life. It's not all sunshine and
You're
rainbows.
absolutely
Some
right.
people just are unfortunate.
But do you deem it
I can't
fair?
answer
Do you
that.
deem it fair for the people who don't make it to consider them crying or weak? That's my
It would have to
question.
go by
That's my question,
So you think
because
if-
I heard
so if
several
you had-
times. Hold on. I'll let you speak. I heard several times on this platform, the people, our parents were so resilient and people nowadays are weak.
In comparison.
And then, hold on.
Okay.
But when them same people are looking for help and them same people are trying to do better, are they weak then? When them same people take the initiative to do better, are they weak then?
No, you're not weak.
When you're crying out for help, hold on.
You just said crying out
Hold
for help.
on. If you're crying out for help, not necessarily crying, but you're reaching out, trying to find the help to do better, are those people weak? Are
No,
they
you're
crybabies?
strong. Okay,
Are they crybabies?
No,
Rhetorical
you're strong.
questions.
All right. So when in
I'm
a generation of
there's a difference.
Go ahead.
You asked the question.
Go
Let me answer.
ahead.
There's a difference between crying out for help and just crying. There's two different things. Like if you just gonna use your social media to be like, yo, I'm depressed, or I can't make it, get off your fucking ass and do something today, as opposed to, yo, I tried my best and if nothing is working, I need help. There's two different things.
Yep, I agree. Hold on. Lily said something. She said the crazy part is our Prince generation could actually, I think she meant parents. Parents' generation actually couldn't handle the emotional stress. They would either go crazy or die early. We're living it every day. I don't know about that. She also says, you ain't make it Reggie and you ain't make it Drew. And to be honest, I'm gonna speak personally. I can say for sure I'm definitely probably weaker than my parents or my grandfather. I'm for sure. I can say that for sure. I'm not saying I'm some strong dude. Like sometimes I think to myself, I'm being a bitch right now. Let me get up. Let me go about my day. I go to therapy. Let me go to therapy to deal with my shit on my own. That's a sign of strength. I'm just don't sit and wallow in it and cry about it and nobody, you feel me? Reaching out is a strong thing to do.
Absolutely.
Going to therapy is a strong thing to do.
Thank you for calling, Reggie.
But you know, like even looking at that, it's like she said, you ain't make it. Like what is making it?
No, because I said not everybody's gonna make it. So Shake brought up, unfortunately losing people or whatever, but that's the part of life. Sometimes people just don't make it.
Oh, I see.
Right? I might have not. If they put me in my grandfather's generation, I probably wouldn't have made it. Nigga, slavery? Kill me now, nigga.
Wait, how old is it?
Nah, not that. That's
Slavery? Kill me now, nigga.
Oh, all right.
Lily says, we're gonna finish. I'm gonna read this and then we could whatever. Lily says, men in our parents' generation committed suicide when they missed the mortgage payment. Lily,
hey.
She says, don't say everyone else is crying. Please tell your therapist your thoughts on this. I definitely will tell my therapist my thoughts on this, and I'll get you back, Lily. I definitely will.
Here's a couple things I wanted to say.
Yes, please.
First thing
you
is,
ain't say shit. I'm disappointed in you.
I honestly, I don't know what.
First thing I can say is this about mental health in general. It's a delicate topic, and it's definitely a delicate topic right now because, suicide is a real thing, and
absolutely,
And I can understand words that can be triggering about it. So you got to be very sensitive about the topic because you could sound insensitive and offend people. So I do understand that. And if you were offended from this conversation, we apologize as a group. Your Mans in them live.
Yes, we definitely apologize. And
That's why they
I
pay the
believe
Mr. PR.
that was beautiful. And I believe that mental health should definitely be a priority. We need it now because we have.
Yo, they got it in schools now.
Yeah, you should.
I was listen. I'm talking to one of my friends, and she was saying like how she don't even like it. Like she says, it's like the things that the kids are dealing with now. It's the same things, like how they deal with stress is how we deal with stress. Just because you make people aware of it doesn't mean it change.
It's not an action.
Sometimes it could be worse. Sometimes
Exactly.
you can make it worse by just letting someone know what it is.
It's not an action.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Like when I didn't think it was when I didn't think it was a depression, I'm just like, okay, I'm just sad. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm still moving. Now that I know it's depression, I'm like, damn, I'm depressed.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
shit.
It takes away from you having the human feeling of being sad for a couple of days. Like you can be sad for a couple of days.
Right.
But the problem is you take it and say, I'm sad today and tomorrow, I think I'm depressed. Now you're going down this spiral of being depressed.
And now, because it's in your head, now you think you are, you start acting like the symptoms and all that other stuff.
Right.
But that doesn't take away from the people who suffer from this and things of that nature and who feel it. I think.
Yeah. Not taking away from your struggle, not taking away from anything you go through.
But my point is just the fact that I know that, like, just like he said, like, I know when I'm being soft for myself. I know when I'm just like, hey, I'm just letting my emotions take over me.
You being
and
a
I
bitch.
should, exactly.
Not saying that y'all are a bitch. I'm just saying he a bitch.
Yeah, I could listen.
I say to myself, I say,
Yeah,
nigga,
like
you being a bitch.
That's what the self-talk is like. Like, hey,
You
get
being
your
a
ass
bitch.
up.
Yeah, get your ass up.
You
I'm
being
never-
a bitch.
Now, sometimes they would say, yo, self-talk, you got to check that. That self-talk ain't that good.
Right.
Because it can make you, it's a cycle, and it can put you
Yo,
deeper
I want to shout out Jigga real quick. Jigga,
It's
my
not a touchscreen.
I know. I was pointing at the thing. Jigga, my fault. We didn't get to your call. You know, I know you had a lot of good points, but my fault. We running out of time right now. We overtime.
It's got to be a part two of this conversation.
Yeah, nah, for real, for real.
Shit.
But if we didn't get to your call, if I didn't get to your comment, I'm you know.
Thank you for calling. Next time we will start the calling a little earlier.
Facts.
Definitely.
Appreciate everybody for joining. Thank you for everybody who's in the chat. Shout out Lee. Shout out Sammy J. Shout out Big Joe. Shout out The Tina Show. Shout out Jigga. Shout out Reggie Porter. We appreciate everybody who was in here. Emelina, Rebecca
see y'all.
Collum,
We see
Melanie
y'all
Below.
all.
Make sure
We
y'all
see all
thumbs
of
up
y'all.
thumbs up the damn show.
Nah, for real. Thumbs up the damn show.
Thumbs up the show.
Make
yo.
sure y'all like the videos. Make sure if you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
Yes.
Make sure you tell your peoples that your mans and them is live. Go ahead, guys.
All right, and I also gotta tell you guys this. So next episode is gonna be my last episode for this month, but you won't see me for the next 6 weeks or 7. All right, you want to know why? I'm exploring my options. You know what I'm saying? This podcast may not be the right fit for me. That's why I got the suit on. We have to go to the interview right after this.
Yeah, I
but
know.
Gus is going corporate on us, y'all.
I'm going corporate, but I'll be right back. All right, don't let nobody take my place. Okay, my energy is felt here and all around the world.
Absolutely.
All right,
Impossible.
They ain't gonna replace me, right? No.
We're going to hold it down.
And look at Shake. I don't know Shake.
Hit up your Mans in them live if you want to be a guest on the show.
That's
in
right.
Gus's absence,
No,
you
that's
can
real
take
shit.
that seat. You just got to wear a suit.
This is the standard now. This is the standard.
You know you got to wear a suit on every show now, right?
Hell no, I ain't doing that. This is just for my, you know what I'm saying? Yo, anybody single who ready to mingle, let me know. Call me at your Mans in live. You know what I'm saying? 1-800 your Mans in live.
So like I said before, make sure you like, subscribe, and tell your peoples about your mans in them live. Make sure you tell the people about your mans in them live. Gus, take it away.
You just finished watching your Mans in them live. I'm your man's Gus the Third.
I'm your man's Bello.
Yes, sir. I'm your man's Austin Felix.
And I'm your man Shakespeare in the Random Studio in Brooklyn, New York. This is your Mans and Them Live.
You are now watching your Mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
are now watching your mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them live. With your mans and them live. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them live. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching your mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching your mans and them live.